Well, well, well. Good evening, lads, lasses, and non-binary folk. How are we all feeling? You may not be able to see it. Oh dear, I forgot to change the picture. Dear oh me. Give me a moment. You get to see me do that. But good evening. Good evening, Tiberian. You get to watch me change the picture. And also, know that I started this stream reclined this time. You know how the last two streams with this games, well, the last two game streams, I've always had to recline partway through because my back has been killing me. My back has been giving me a great amount of curry. Let me get this picture up. I forgot to even download the picture from my phone. How embarrassing. It's too rushed. Too rushed, I say. Too bloody rushed. What was it called? The Japanese 75. So, how's everyone been doing since our last meeting yesterday? I ended earlier yesterday than I normally do. I got very confused. There it is. Well, that's wonderful. There you go, there's the Japanese 75. I knew I wasn't crazy buying rosemary to use in that old winter's nostalgia, which unfortunately I don't have the ability to make anymore because I don't have all the parts. But this drink uses rosemary too. Though I do have a little pot of rosemary that grows and I use it for cooking. But yes, this is the Japanese 75. It was actually quite difficult to make this drink. Also, I should ask what you all drinking, but yes, what are you all drinking tonight? Whatever, or this morning? Water, I assume. But it's difficult to get this drink because it's actually quite difficult to get your hands on, you know, sparkling sake that isn't exorbitantly expensive. Perhaps there's nothing now, fair enough. Where's my hands? Yeah, there are my hands. Ooh, it's nice and reclined. It's nice starting reclined. I feel very relaxed. But yes, sparkling sake, it's not too easy to get in Australia. Sake is of varying quality, that's for sure. I have discovered sake of the Australian kind isn't great. Hello, Andy. It smells very good. But yes, you see that to the left bottle is the sparkling sake. It's called Awayuki. It's made by the Hakatsuru group, a very big group that makes lots of alcohol in Japan. Quite late and tired. I'm going to skip this one. Fair enough. Thanks for coming anyway. You go have some good rest. While I sit here continuing to try and finish my story. But yes, I was looking at it, and this brand wasn't at Old Dan's. It was listed on their site, but this particular bottle, which is only $16 a bottle, little small 300ml bottles, but, you know, it's better. Have some fun. I will. It was out of stock, and the only one more that you could buy was a $57 bottle of it, and I wasn't particular, and that's without shipping. And so I went and checked my favorite site, Sake Ichiban, where I get all my strange Japanese alcohol when I'm looking to be exciting. And so I went to that site, I found it, I have no idea how I found it. Ah, that's right, my nephew ordered some strange sake off it, and then he told me about it. And that's where I found some of these. Quite cheap per bottle. The problem was I could only buy them in packs of 6 or 12. I could only buy 1.8 litres of sake or nothing at all. But it was 1.8 litres of sake for $80 compared to 750 mils of sake for 50, so I'll take it. So I did, and I've already drunk 2 of the bottles. Because I made this cocktail in particular. I made a more expensive version of it, though, using kinobi. As a sort of celebration when my nephew was leaving, we made some. It's very good. But I've bought some Roku for this, as you can see in the background. Some Roku. Another very good Japanese gin. Point is, I managed to find some sparkling sake, and this sparkling sake, I don't know if it's what sparkling sake normally is, but this stuff is crisp and sweet. And it is horrifyingly easy to drink. Each 300ml bottle, though, has only about the same standard drink amount of a bottle of, like a drink of beer. It's about 1.3, I think, for a whole bottle. So the full 300ml is only, well, 300ml is only 1.6, and it's very low. It's like 5% or something like that, or 4%. It's not that alcoholic, but it does make a good mixer. And why this is cool, I should probably talk about the Japanese 75. I've used demerara sugar as my sweetener, as well as a bit of yuzu, lemon for the citrus as well as the yuzu, and Roku gin for the gin, because it's based on the French 75, which I think use brandy. Sounds great. I'm glad it sounds great, Astropossum. It's based on the French 75. It's unlike, and the French 75 was a joke made on the fact that the French 75mm hit really hard in World War I, and so did this cocktail. It's a champagne brandy mix cocktail, I think, or cognac cocktail. Probably cognac, because it's the French. But, I've had it before with champagne, sparkling champagne. Ooh, fancy. I didn't have champagne, I had just had sparkling white. I'm not fancy enough to be drinking champagne from the particular part of France that it's supposed to be from. But yes, it's a good one. Sort of an exotic version of it. It's essentially the French 75, except instead of a little flute with the gin, or the cognac, or the brandy, they've gone with a tall. Which is an interesting choice. That's for sure. But I suppose it's not stirred, which makes it a bit more difficult. Other than that, I should probably get into the game, shouldn't I, before I sit here and talk about cocktails the whole time. I've already delayed 15 minutes from when I wanted to start, but anyone else have any interesting drinks? Perhaps an interesting one they've had in the past, if you're new here. It doesn't have to be alcoholic, too. It can just be an interesting drink. But, yes, it's a nice one. The Japanese 75. 2 shots of gin. I went with 3/4 of a shot of lemon. 3/4 of a shot of yuzu liqueur, half a shot of demerara sugar. Probably could drop that to 1/4 of a shot of demerara. Put it in the glass, stirred it a bit, shook it a bit with some ice. Shook it a bit with some ice. I've shook with some ice for this. Put it into a glass with ice, and fill the rest of the glass with sparkling sake. Slap a piece of rosemary in your hand and stick it into the drink, and you've got it good. You're supposed to have edible flowers with this as well. But I don't have any, so c'est la vie. Well, let's jump over to the game, shall we? Gaming full screen. There we are. Look at me. I did some fancy stuff offline to make myself look really nice. Look decadent, don't I? Just trying to change it to the right screen on my side. But yes. How are you doing, Astropossum, by the way, if you're still there? Sorry about that. But yes, I just organized my inventory. The DLC activated the second time I signed in, so we've got some DLC things that are at our level. I tried them out. They're not very fun. So I might use them when we're sitting around and are bored. So some, like, those pre-order things that I got. I also think I got another thing that my nephew told me about. Wait a second, it's a social thing. You go across to the mail. Yes, this skeleton key. I believe there's a fancy chest somewhere around here that has a skeleton key for it. Not too sure what that's about, but it's that golden chest in the center of town. Other than that, let's go talk to this Zygaxus fellow. The little imp man that we, forced out of possessing a band. A metal band. He had possessed a metal band, and now he's upset we have murdered his metal band that he was possessing. Fair enough, frankly. Oh, perfect dark, shady alley for you, eh? How are you?
You're the one who killed my host.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna help me find a new one.
Am I now?
Now here's the deal.
Mm-hmm.
There's a coven which meets in the catacombs beneath the city. To call them witches would be generous. They are mostly bored house husbands, housewives, with too much time on their hands.
Fair enough. Seems fair. Doing great listening in the background. Glad to catch you live. Wonderful.
But they have somehow managed
I hope I make good background noise.
grimoire. You need to get it back.
What must I do?
As you may have noticed, there's a big piss-off gate in the way.
Game volume is low?
Go get it.
I see. Let me turn it up a tad then. I don't know why it would be low, but maybe it's just a... Hey, whoa! Rude.
Yeah, I did. So listen, I can get this thing open, but I'll need to channel my powers to the host, namely you. You're a little too goody-goody for that right now. I couldn't possess you even if I wanted to.
Alright, mate.
I don't.
I don't know why I feel like he's just been rude to me, but fair enough.
How about we rub a little shine off that soul of yours, huh? Go do some bad stuff.
Alright.
Why not stop by scamming some townfolk rubes out of the money?
It's one way of doing things.
Kind of icky. What if we did something slightly less evil, like
Murdering someone?
cutting in line?
Like access ponders your real dumb suggestion.
Fine. I suppose that's evil adjacent.
Just so I'm clear, we're doing bad stuff at the behest of a demon? This feels out of character for us.
Does it now?
Y'all want that sweet reward, don't you? Then play along.
Fine, but I'm not changing my character's alignment over this.
I'm afraid I can't come to the door because I despise human interaction.
Fair enough. Still can merely hear the game.
Asking for donations to charity.
Give me my word, maybe I'll make it a bit easier. I don't know what it is then. Maybe I'll just activate and deactivate it. I pulled it up a few bits. You should be able to hear it a bit better. Maybe that. Because it said it was small speakers. You'd think that would make it louder though. Where was I going? I was having an idea about what I should do about it. Ah, yes. Would it be accessibility? Subtitles on. There you go. You can read at least. If you could read. That's a bit rude. I'm assuming you can read. You're all a...
You talk. If I give you money, will you go away?
Yeah, sure.
Here. Now, please go away and stop talking to me.
Good God. Rightio. Seems to be a successful venture.
What do you want? Chop, chop. I'm a very important and busy man with my own name and backstory and stuff.
Is that why your name is Tenor?
Hello. I'm taking donations for the Hermitage Foundation. They build houses for needy hermits.
I'm also exceedingly wealthy with a kind and generous heart. Here you go.
Wow, it seems like these people really don't care about their money. Such loose hold upon their cash.
I'm taking donations for charity.
Donations? Donations? I hate charity. It's all a scam. I'll show you what I do to scummy donation takers.
You want to attack me, aren't you? Yep.
Well done. Keep at it. Next, I want you to paint my demonic sigil around the town to increase my power. And deal with any gods that try to stop you.
And hear me out.
Wasn't this lady the murder hobo character? Why is she suddenly so squeamish about murder?
You do you, Will.
Let's do her this time. How do we play a prank? How does one play a prank? I was never much of a prankster myself. So I guess the prank is down the bottom. Remember, water is deadly. The Borderlands style characters haven't quite learned how to swim yet. Gotta be careful. By the way, is the sound any better by changing its sort of form? I'm not too sure what I was going to say with that. Play a prank. Don't know where I got that from, but you know. Very funny. Yeah.
You'll be mine soon enough.
Oh, sure it was.
As quiet as before. And it's just the game volume.
Good. That's his name now.
Has it been quiet for the other streams?
I hate you all.
Is it quiet for anyone else? The game, not me.
To you. Ferdinand suffered from IBS, and he'd always been real self-conscious about it. And knowing he could never escape the shame of his new numb to prank, packed up a bindle, and he left Bright Hill forever, hoping to start a new life somewhere else. But instead, he got eaten by goblins
Good job.
or something.
Someday I'll take down that idiot Stubbly's book.
Oh, this one is so bloody loud.
Rightio, didn't really talk about this next step, so we're just going to do it. I'd also turned up the game volume a tad more. I'm just gonna have to remember to turn the game volume down next time we play, otherwise it'll be too loud. Honestly, can't tell you why it's like that. Was it like this before? Tiberian, do you remember if it was like this previously when we played a game?
My heart will be yours forever, my
As mine will be yours, my chicken.
Yes, finally! I tell you, I couldn't listen to one.
Hey, oh, hey, Cactus, how you doing?
Love, am I right? It's so disgusting.
I can't believe we just did that.
Well, then,
Hey, everybody's gotta go sometime, some way.
Very poetic.
That'll do just fine, adventurer. I think you
du-du-du, you catch me, Cactus, being prickly to everyone around me, so I can get possessed by a tiny. I haven't ever completed a Borderlands game. I've completed a few. Granted, I did it with someone else.
Here we go. Open your heart, soul.
Only played the first one.
Wait, I'm not sure if I'm. Oh, okay.
Wonderful. We've become possessed. Who would have thought killing, murdering townsfolk?
Get over it. Now then, approach the gate.
I want to play it with a friend, but we never have time. Yes.
There we are.
Happens, unfortunately.
A forceful blow should do it. Well, go on, have a look. These insufferable wannabes must have set up some kind of secret passageway. Only idiots think secret passageways are cool.
I think secret passageways are cool.
Oh, my mistake. I didn't realize that you, too, are an idiot.
That's rude.
Secret passages tend to have secret switches. They must be hidden nearby.
Let me guess, a statue or some sort. Yeah. Where would this be? But yes, I've played a fair few of the Borderlands games. 3 was interesting. I always played the DLC years after the game came out, too. I would play the main game, and then I'd eventually get around to playing the DLCs with my nephew and the like. Years later, and it would feel very disconnected and weird. Why can't I seem to find this damn secret switch? It's... I was expecting it to be that door. But I can't seem to do it.
Fresh.
The indicator clearly says it's here somewhere. Oh wait. It was just a giant switch. Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh dear, if it's... I probably should check my glasses. Should check my bloody glasses prescription. Oh, Derek, mate, you're bloody blind as a bat. Oh, God. How embarrassing. Very cool secret passage, though. I'd want one of these in a house if I had one. A house if I had one. I have a house, but a big mansion if I had one. Which I don't have. Ooh, look. That's very self-serving, Tina. Very nice art, I'll admit, but come on. Very melodramatic. Bit tooting of one's own horn with that sort of thing. Yes, they're interesting, the Borderlands games, though I did forget how much side questing there is in these games. I don't know how I forgot it, they're pretty much 90% side quests. So I have no idea how I'm going to finish the game if the density of side quests remains the same. Why not? Seems to just be a simple upgrade. Oh, what's this? Yeah. What's that? How many years into retirement I? Oh, fair few now. I haven't worked. Your sleep is for the weak. Come on, mate, don't do that to yourself.
Damn it, Aphrodite Mabel! Your pronunciation is terrible.
Fair enough.
How are we supposed to summon a proper demon when you insist on pronouncing it Urgax? When it is clearly written right there, Urgax Sitan. The deep dark that suffers no light does not grant the power to those who mispronounce the language of
This is the side of cults you don't see.
Now we have to start the ritual all over again.
The part that, you know.
Always blaming me for everything.
I was just saying, Mr. Stream, I've been asleep for 5 hours.
How many demons have you successfully summoned, huh?
Do you know we're streaming, or do you break the fourth wall every time we watch?
Close to summoning Hexagonix the geometric terror just the other day.
I do know I'm streaming, I am aware.
Sure you were.
This library that I usually am in is, you know, could do with some entertainment. I've reached out of my digital library to
I told you.
connect to you all. So I'm not breaking the fourth wall.
Arcane runes with something else?
I'm of flesh and bone as you all.
Is your name High Priestess Liara? Stop right there!
Hello.
Who dares interrupt our dark machinations?
The only dark machinations that were happening here were a poor workplace.
I am the dread god known in the common tongue as Zygaxis. You will hand over the Shadeborn Grimoire to this.
I actually woke up 2 minutes after they started with no alarm. Psychic once again, are you?
Forces of the deep dark.
You have this strange psychic sense for my streams, it seems, Andy.
bias. Do not test me.
No, I don't think I will be doing that. For one thing, I don't believe you. For another, who's ever heard of Zygaxis?
Yeah, that's Francis.
I have.
Yeah, me too.
Wow.
Arms, acolytes! Very well. You have sealed your own fate. You want some forces of the
It's good fun. Carpet bombing everyone.
well. Here they are.
Blaze it! Magic miscellaneous projectile!
Ouch. Oh, damn it.
Fortunately, death outwits.
Oh, well, good thing it's not that difficult to actually get back up when you've got a lot of magic. If I woke up a quarter every time I unprovokedly woke up when a stream started, I have 2 quarters, which isn't much, but it's weird that it happened twice. You are right about that. Is it sad strange?
You were shot work.
Oh, hello, King of the Undead!
Spell slots are ready.
I fought a lot of these fellows, it seems.
The High Priestess dropped the grimoire.
Seems these kings are a dime a dozen. Oh, hello. Whoa, he just came out of nowhere. Yes, he did, didn't he? His regal presence was unknown until it wasn't unknown. I don't know where I was going with that.
Speak my true name from within the book. It's on page 667. So close to the best page in the book.
Your true name is Zapplegrok?
That's me, baby! I feel my power returning. Now, interview these sad bastards in the cages and see if any of them might be a suitable host for my most unholy self.
Fair enough.
Here's to toiling and not boiling. You saved us! Listen, I'm Vic, and those crazy coven wannabes were gonna sacrifice me and the other folks in here. We owe you everything!
Yeah. Now repeat after me.
This is going to end terribly, isn't it? He's going to explode.
Oh, okay. Zebra don't
Two.
taste Enteram Monaco.
He's worthless.
Right, yep. Way, there he goes.
Shut up.
How about this fella? She's in a chair.
I thought they were going to sacrifice me. Are you here to set me free?
Neither here nor there.
But first, repeat after me. Exapplegrok, Nestat, Interidum, Monoka.
Okay, sure. Exapplegrok, Lestat, and Teradum Monocar.
Perfection. Now I'll just
Oh.
wait. Wouldn't you know it? This lady's already possessed. Jixaden, is that you?
I thought I smelled your roadkill and Moses' soup.
I just heal when I shoot magic, so I'm just shooting magic for the funsies. I did realize I just went dead silent and then started trying to burn this poor fellow with 1,000 suns.
You in the dark summer of wraiths on the next harvest moon, bro.
Sounds good.
Deborah got herself locked in a tower again. I'm starting to think she's actually into it.
Rightio. Strange thing. Clearly went up through a fort. Oh, look at this fellow. He's rough and tumble.
Are you gonna free me or whatever?
That depends. Recite after me. Exapplegrok, Nestat, Interidum, Monoka.
Sure. Exapplegrok, Nestat. Hey, wait a minute. Are you trying to get me possessed or something?
Probably.
Sorry, but yes, we are.
Oh, points for honesty, old mate.
Actually, that sounds pretty boss. I'm into it. Exapplegrok, Nestat, Interidum, Monocar.
Now, Vaxen, are you prepared to host my...
Why do I hear? I feel like I'm hearing a conversation between two people who do like hyping things.
Very well.
They're like hyping a soul jazz band or something like that. Well, it's good that he's into it, you know. Surprisingly, what's the word for it? Surprisingly consensual.
I can't wait to see what kind of stuff we can do together.
Rightio. Why, hello, Sir Theo. How are you?
Adventurer, I'm sure our paths will cross.
I don't know what I told him, and why he's way into it. You know, clearly, he's like me. Honesty is a policy.
Did what I did, and I can't take it back. Nice to see the hard work pay off.
Honesty is a good boat. Plain as usual, my good sir. Well, you know. Good is still good, I suppose. Oh yes, I keep forgetting to do that heroes thing. Ha! I've all become warped, look at me. Woo! Whoa. I guess it really does represent you. What's this? Heck water of the hurricane. Why not? Oh yes, I did some buying and increasing the, Oh, you're looking at a black hole or something. Ah, partly was. Now. There's one more side quest and digress we can go on before we have to do the main story again. Goodness. How tragic. The main story. Who would have thought? Oh, almost fell into the water. Sure. Okay, this is great. The side quests and love the story. It's more like I remember how many of them there are. It's probably the better part of the game in this. Alright. But it is something that I'm always worried about. I'm more worried it'll be boring for all of you, is more what I'm concerned about. So, you know. This is the town I would see in a pirate movie. Funny, because this is supposed to be a fantasy town. Run away! This is a good drink. A good drink indeed. Delicious. That yuzu is a good addition. Don't need the demerara, maybe. Eric the Small. Yes, I suppose you haven't seen that before, but yes, you turn into a little small-headed little fellow on the overworld map. It's very interesting. Little chibi fellow with his big head and his little body. I forgot this is not a sniper rifle, this is a shotgun. Oh, that's right. Whoop. I mean, it's called Tiny Tina's. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Eric Small Model 1. You know, it's a tempting thing. I'd perhaps get that one done as a, what is the word for it? You know, the 2D one. I'd be tempted. Get no scope. Well, this thing works far functionally better as a, you know, as a, oh dear. Why is the mind slipping my mind? Have you watched Batman, my good sir? The newest one? I'll finish that one. But the, it functions because that sniper rifle shoots a sort of weird jaw shape. And it works much better if you shoot them right in their face, so no scoping. It's not really a good sniper. It's not a very good sniper rifle. Yes, the new one? No, but it has been something that's interested me. I don't know if it's still in the theaters, though. Oh, it is shooting teeth! Oh, this must have been a sniper we got from that teeth mission, remember? Last time we were helping a fairy. A tooth fairy. And we got the sniper that shoots teeth. Good to know. But it was like 3 hours. I've heard it's quite good, actually. What's his name? That, fellow. That, played the guy in the Twilight movies. Robert Pattinson. That's the fellow. I've seen him in a few other things, but he's certainly most famous for that role. But yes, I, heard he was in it and it was quite good. So I, have put it on my list of things to watch, but I haven't been really watching much recently. Perhaps when my niece and nephew were visiting, and they needed time off from their children, we can go and watch the movies and leave the kids with somebody else. But I'm not too sure if it's still in the cinemas. Is it good though, Lord Theo? Did you enjoy it? Oh, well, I suppose if both of you have watched it, who's watched the newest Batman, and was it good? Oh yeah, leave the children, yes. Well, I wasn't about to take them to a Batman movie, even if it wasn't one of the... Maybe if it was the 60s Batman, and either worth the 3 hours. Oh, very good. On a scale of, let's say, what's the way... How am I going to describe this? On a scale of, artsy movie to... So something like a... You know, Hateful Eight sort of artsiness from somebody like that, Quentin Tarantino fellow, to, you know, a very easy to watch Marvel film, how would you rate it? On a scale of artsy film to Marvel film. I'm not going to tell you my preference. So yeah, I was saying quite long of a Batman film. Spinny boys. Yes, there were some little spinny fellows. Yes. That's usually a good way to estimate what a film will feel like. Is if it's artsy or not, you know? Is it a 3-hour artsy film? Or is it a 3-hour, you know, Marvel film? Because from what it seemed a bit more artsy than most Batman films before it. But that's the feeling I got from seeing some stuff and seeing people talk about it, but I don't know if it is artsy or not. It's just an assumption I've made. I'm not going to tell you my opinion of artsy films, because I don't want you to change it depending on that. It's like a detective noir film. Oh, then I do have to give it a go, don't I? Dear oh dear. That's a good way of describing it. You got me hook, line, and sinker. I did hear that, though. I did actually hear about that. So yes, I did hear it was a bit more like a noir detective. So, sounds interesting to me. I'll definitely have to give it a watch then. Don't know when I'm going to do that. I've got a busy few days. I've got my niece and my nephew-in-law coming tomorrow with the kids. I don't know how to put Steam game on there, so just... Oh. Alright. And the game's like, I don't know how to put the Steam game on there, so I just say the game name. Fair enough.
Over here, hero.
Why has this Nightingale got such a big hat?
Ooh, you done wrecked them bad guys good, hero. Paladin Mike has authorized me to open the Royal Reserve. I don't know what's inside. It's above my pay grade.
Fair enough.
You spy a shrine piece.
Very good.
Shrine piece, get.
Get indeed. He's got a paraglider hat, yes. He's about to take off if the wind is too heavy. Yes, it has been a while since Batman's on to detectiveness. Funnily enough, I feel like he was quite a detective in the 60s Batman films, mostly because they didn't have much of the budget for anything else. Though the zany plots the Joker and the Riddler came up for in the 60s, Batman was certainly very different. Less dangerous, more, whoa, zany.
Smell it?
Oh, I'd love being into a dungeon, actually. Oh, so it's another encounter sort of thing. Too lazy to do that. Goodness, man. Showing us some initiative. Can't be that difficult. At least I don't think it is. I haven't tried it myself.
Blaze it. Not a chance. Spell slots are ready.
Plus, the movie takes place in the second year of Batman. Oh. So the second year he is Batman, you mean? Or is the second year of Batman some sort of calendar I don't know?
At least you're some use.
Yes, okay. I thought you were using some sort of archaic Batman-based calendar. first one you said. That would have been hilarious. This gun is going to chew through my high caliber ammo, isn't it? Might have to swap to something else. Where's my reward? Come on. Hand me my reward, my friend. Pointless. Oh dear. Second round, shall we? Round 2.
This should do it.
That menu one was a popular graphic novel thing too. Oh, I see. Hey, what the bloody hell is going on with that fella?
Let's get casting and blasting. Blast them all.
Magic is my main weapon, I feel, in this. I suppose that is the point of the spellcaster.
I would run if I were you.
I don't really read as many comics as my... Well, not my peers, I suppose. I wasn't a bit old for comics, but... Maybe not a bit old, but I did read some comics when I was younger, and the newspaper comics I certainly read, but I never... I suppose I never had the money to actually go and buy the comics. You know, the proper physical ones. You know, you got your free newspaper on Sunday, and that's the comics I got. What other classes can you choose in this game? I believe there's one called Stabomancer, one called Shroom Guardian or something. Spore Guardian, sorry. One called Lich something or other. If you give one from the start of the movie, you'll have goosebumps. Alright. Putting a high expectation on this. But yes, what was I thinking? Other classes. So you've got mine, the Spell Slinger or whatever I called, which my main ability is that I get to equip 2 spells at a time. So I can use 2 spells instead of just 1. Whereas the other classes have an action skill and a spell. So like the Stabomancer can like summon a giant knife or something like that. So you've got the Stabomancer, the Spore Guardian, the Lich character that uses health and all that sort of thing. There's 6. I know there's 6. How many have I gotten through? Mine, Stabomancer. Oh, dear. Let me, when I'm not fighting, I'll take a think about it, but... I do like the designs, actually. They've done well with the enemy design here. I like how magic makes me feel like I can actually constantly use it, like magic and not like the action skills of the other games. Ow! Just after I killed the easy one to kill. I'm going to die, aren't I? Dang it! So yes, Stabomancer, Spore Guardian, the Spell Slinger class that I'm using, Spell Weaver or whatever it's called, the Lich class, and the 2 melee classes, Burr, like cold, Berserker, and Lightning or something. Lightning something or other. The lightning one has like a hammer and a like a dragon companion. But yes, that's the 6 classes, I believe.
Arcane arrows.
And I believe partway through the game you can multi-class, so you'll be able to choose...
Active reload.
See, in most Borderlands game you have 3 skill trees. Spell shot, there you go. But I think in this, you get your other 2 skill trees from other classes. So your other 2 skill trees come from the other classes. You get to choose your gender separately from the classes? Yes! It has a completely, sort of RPG customization system. That you can change at any time. The armor you're wearing, though, is of course based on the armor you've gotten from drops and the like. So yes, you choose your gender separately from it. It's not like some sort of things. It's not like the other Borderlands games where you're... Whoa! Coast Wit. Kill him. He's not important anyways. It's boost. It seems to boost my own cursed wit. I'll grab it. That's my first proper legendary. Vanquish of modern advanced weapon puts a smile on my face. Yes, I know. And I do like how the fact they try and make it not advanced weaponry. Look, I've got a little crossbow on the end of my sniper rifle. Yes, fantasy, they say. So I got the first legendary I've got. Very good. Totally not advanced. Yes, it's got a... Did I get another... Didn't I do that? Oh! I got 2 skill points. I should probably start upgrading that damage one, too. Oh well, I'll reach that at some point. Oh, we gained a subscriber, yes. Is it 112, right? I think we gained that subscriber just after last stream.
I never miss. Scorching.
Can't imagine having a Glock, giving a Glock to a goblin. Well, you don't have to imagine now, because you can actually meet Glocked goblins.
Another notch.
Goblin with a big Glock. With a G and an L. I know what you fellas get up onto the internet and your opinions on goblins, especially those who have a propensity for watching animation. I've seen those Japanese animations get really creepy with goblins. Can't imagine even reading that sentence, yet here we are. I can't imagine even saying that sentence. That I met a goblin with a big Glock. Glock. Oh dear, oh dear. I'm really not doing well for my image of a refined gentleman, am I? But I do say I'm a part-time gentleman, not a full-time gentleman, so... You'll have to forgive me. Oh, it's rare, but it happens. It is rare. It happens. It happens.
Can't wait to throw some spells.
Get out of here, shroom little bastard. If I wanted shrooms, I would go talk to that old mate I have. I was traded as well, so we can forgive you. Thank you. I'm glad. Dear oh dear.
Works every time.
Those colony shroom things are a right pain.
This will be over before you.
Monstrosity. Oh, that's a very good one. Monstrosity. Where'd that fellow go? It's like a Plants vs. Zombies game. Except, I'm the zombie.
How shall I become tender next?
Oh dear. Thank God for magic. This monstrosity fella. Do I have anything that has the right amount of, the right type of damage to use against him? Oh dear, I do. I do here. Guess I'll have to use this. He's got armor. So this is apparently what works best against the yellow bar. Yep. There we are. Oh,
in the sun
another one.
in a glinting manner.
What is this? Gelatinous cube of ruin. The Apotheus is upon us. Why not? Let's try it out. I'm sure it can't be too terrible. Another spell. Splintering Eyes of Wit. 3 spell charges. I'll grab it and look at it later. There was also something purple over here, if I remember correctly. Gelatinous is certainly an adjective. Well, you're correct. It is an adjective. You have identified the feature of the English language correctly, Andy. Paladin Sword of Edginess. This is my sword. I have to defend it. Yeah, why not? Oh yeah, English. What's this? Prolonging Wisp of the Stone Prison. Why not? It's also a pistol. I'll have to try that pistol too. Tempted to try and use this thing again. Now, where is my reward? Ah. Boo. Onward.
Hey, you found a shrine piece.
I'll have to try this gelatinous cube next time. I do like the combat of Borderlands, though. It is fun. Where's the last one of those shrine pieces, eh? I suppose it's time to fast travel, isn't it? How do I do this? I don't know why, but no matter how long I sleep, I still wake up tired. Well, there's a lot of reasons that could be. One is it is a case of you are oversleeping or undersleeping, and you need to find the length of time that you sleep best. It is true that it does exist. I find that 7 hours, about 7.5 hours, is best for me to be most excited. Most awake.
With a little plate, you won't be late.
Sigil of Crumbling Skies. But yes, it also could be you're you know, living quite a tired life. You've had a stressful time. There's many reasons. Zip rockets. Oh, it's got little zip rockets attached to it, does it? Interesting. How fun.
This'll be over before you can
Oh,
regret it.
wow, it really is a gelatinous cube. That just missed everything, by the way.
Arcane arrows! Bad luck or bad choices. Dead all the same.
Dear oh dear. Oh, actually, that gelatinous cube seemed to have killed that fellow. Convenient. Ah. Oh, dear. Oh, it leaves an explosive as well. There you go. There you go.
No, that's the good stuff.
Wow, gelatinous cube definitely did its job of being gelatinous, and in fact, a cube. Both the adjective and the noun describing that particular object worked. Certainly were correct. Not a lie, that's for sure. Does what it says on the packet. Ooh, getting fancy now, are we? I'm always fancy, mate. But just look how I'm dressed. I dress like this playing video games. Imagine if I was at a dinner party. Now, if I was actually a streamer with a lot of bouncers right off them, yes, it doesn't seem to be a spell I use against people. He tried to dodge. He really did. Bless his heart.
Gin bag? Got that going for you. Spell slots are ready. Got no
Bless his heart.
helpful.
I don't know how much I like this gelatinous cube spell. It doesn't seem to be all that useful. But he tried to do an Elden Ring. He did. Tried his best. But he did not become the Elden Lord. Unlike I did. Gelatinous cube, go! Ha 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 ha! Oh, beef shroom, look at him! Woo! I choose you, gelatinous cube! It almost rhymes. Almost. Oh dear. Death isn't coming to me, but it also is going away very quickly. What am I doing?
Death is your reward.
Oh dear. Why do I seem to find I'm funnier? Less inhibitions. You're more willing to commit to a joke. I always find that sort of thing. Or at least you're tireder, so perhaps you just think you're funnier.
Now that's more like it.
Not to detract from your actual funniness. But I find it the same when I have some of my funniest thoughts when I'm tired and sitting in my bedroom just before I go to my sleep. Maybe I just think that. Hiya!
You feel luckier.
One of these days she'll just say, I'll just say no. No, I don't feel lucky. Oh, it seems the gelatinous cube leaves the explosive on them if it hits them. So that's a reason to use it against them directly. Good. Ooh, look at this. Very nice. Very atmospheric. Nope, zombie gunner. Gelatinous explosive cube, yes. Well, it actually is not explosive itself, but it leaves explosives. No. It's not. The cube itself doesn't explode. You see, it leaves little explosives when it hits things.
You won't be neither now. Ready to bring the arcane pain?
I didn't rise from the grave and learn to open an arch just to lose to a stupid hero!
Eruption of light.
More nasty? For here!
2 spell charges. Why not? Give it a go. Ready, getting the RPG does.
This will end you.
It's that type of spell. I forgot about that type of spell. Gelatinous cube is cool, but it only has 1 spell charge, and frankly, that's just too little. Also, the rangers in this crossbow pistol is just dismal. Dismal. This guy's reminded of the Pirates of the Caribbean arcade game. I suppose it would. Reminds me of Pirates of the Caribbean. Of course. Just after I killed the fellow, I got knocked onto my ass.
Right. Yes,
Well, death save is, when you go down, you have a small chance to save yourself from death by killing an enemy. It's the same in all of the Borderlands games. And each time you die in a single combat encounter, I don't know if it recharges over time, but if you die often in a single combat encounter, the time gets shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. In the other games, there were characters who had abilities that made them stronger during their downs. So yes, it gets shorter and shorter each time you go down in a fight. Most bosses have little people to go with them for that very purpose.
What are you hiding in your hand?
Nothing.
I know that laugh. She's cooking something up. And if it's who I think it is, you're in for a scream.
Oh, I'm being revived by an ally. Interesting. You can also get revived by your co-op partners, if you have one.
gather round.
Why do I feel this weapon is just not working for me?
Thanks for that.
Harrowing Bulwark.
showed up to their own funeral.
Ow. Almost died. Whoopsies.
Ready to cast. Hope you're carrying coin. I don't kill for free.
But yes, Borderland combat, surprisingly enough, I have to think about it a lot. I feel like I go silent a lot during this game because I'm thinking about it. Ha! I realize I don't know if that shield actually works with me. On action kill start, I don't have an action skill, I suppose. Where are we going? Torg? Where in God's good name are we going? I just realized we went past that statue. Perhaps we should have gone and done that obelisk again, see if we could get something from the boss there.
Behold! Force lies beyond that evil. Oh, I'll this way. The bad frozen rift. It's my one and only test. I can only do it once a day.
Fair enough. Sounds like an actual D&D character.
So you gotta keep this rocking while I prepare my explosion rift. The super sexy forces of evil smell the stench of heroism on the wind and rise.
Also, you like the Discord? Can you say what while you're not streaming?
These idiots. Hands off.
So you can, you like the Discord, so you can say what you want while you're not streaming. Yes, it is convenient. It also is quite useful if I decided. I found its greatest use for probably being doing the guerrilla sort of streams and getting all the people who might want to actually watch me on this sudden stream to actually see it with more reliability. Because not all of you have Twitter, and not all of you have and not all of you have the other things, but Discord will notify you more reliably.
Not dead. A whole lot angrier.
Yes, YouTube notifications are not the best, and not everyone has Twitter.
Idiot.
Spell stamping, stamping.
Magic for all.
Dear oh dear.
Mother love explosions.
I'm sure you do.
Word to glory.
Love the self-censorship.
Magic. Feels like I'm essentially hugging a jellyfish. Come on. We gotta go into the heart.
Interesting description.
You approach the heart of the forest.
Does it feel weird right now when you say a tweet? Wait, a tweet? It does the notification?
As if an answer,
What?
a butt-shivering cry is heard through the mist.
I don't think I can understand what you were trying to say there, mate. Having a hard time deciphering that.
Worth a shot.
Oop, that's not what I meant to do. Need to sell some pigs. He's known to be very good anyway. But, you know, I'll keep him for now. Can't make the excuse my English my second language like the others can, sadly. Yes, happens to the best of us. It's dangerous out there. Cover yourself in metal. Let's see what boss is awaiting us. Oh. Tiny Tina, what have you got wrapped up here?
Behold the horrid visage of the Banshee!
Wow, she's really proud of that one. Goodness, look at a bit of creativity she's got. Gloom Rocker, she says.
Banshee? This early? Watch out, Fate Maker. She's going for a total party wipe.
Wow, it seems she is. Good bloody God.
You don't want that evil anywhere near you.
At least you're some use.
Goodness. Huh. The heck is that dialogue? Ow.
Looks like magic's back on the menu. Magic miscellaneous projectiles. Ignition. C for effort. C minus.
Goodness. Area denial seems to be her specialty. Ow.
Just what I need.
Oh dear. Ow. Good God. Oh, it's like a rhythm game. Got it.
Eruptor.
Ah. Oh.
Thanks for the reload, idiot.
Good God, lass.
Spells are up. This should do it. Spells are spent.
Zero dip.
You can tell him I'm cool.
Let's see if I can fool those minigame in this boss fight. Yes. I wasn't expecting much more than shooting something.
Explode!
Good God, lass. Oh dear, oh dear.
Hey, the Banshee's cries are silenced. Very good.
Impressive. I've seen the Banshee mop the floor with high-level characters. Between you and me, we had a thing. But then she left me for the maelstrom of endless insanity. You know, I mean, good for her, guy's a hunk.
No! The heart of the forest is already covered.
I'll take my cat when it doesn't get food. Ah!
You took away my magic and my best friend. I'll never rip again.
Madly weeping. Good to know they've specified that.
Hey, someone out there!
muffled voice seems to be coming from a
The
caged
Punch Father,
crystal.
goodness.
Thank-
Oh, Brick.
You're alive! Thanks to your badass riffs, you truly are a barbarian.
Subtitles are accurate. Oh, good old Brick.
Come in.
How you doing?
You know me?
Well, we haven't really met, but I'm the Fairy Punch Father. As long as magic's been around, I've been here to protect it, mostly by punching.
Fabulous. I could have probably guessed.
My time to know when I've been saved by one.
Can you fix his magic loot? He needs to bless our ship.
Can I? Ah! I'm the one he wanted from in the first place. Watch this.
Is he gonna punch it?
Zippy, zappy, pussy, magoo.
Oh, no. He's gonna punch his own hand.
Yeah. Is my loot in full power now? Damn straight. Give it a plus. Tweet, tweet. Loot.
Convenient. You have fun.
I ripped so hard I teleported away. Thanks, Fairy Punch Father. Hero, meet me by the docks.
Torg the Barbarian awaits you back at the city docks.
Why not? Emotion of the ocean. Oh, wait! We've got another gun slot, fellas! Let's put more guns in this slot. Very nice. Now, let's give ourselves another level. Can we? Yeah. Cast a spell as guns deal bonus damage to that spell's element for a duration. I'll have to upgrade that. Critical hit was bonus guns element. We're now 75% American. We need the full slot to be 100%. Fair enough. Makes sense to me. So we can get, what, I've got 8 times 4. Oh, well, let's get this ship, shall we?
Now that's more like it.
As an American, I can confirm that.
Blessing on the ship.
It's not stupid. It's just how the rules work.
Well, then the rules are stupid. I just want to get the quest moving.
Uh-oh. Party's starting to split. Looks like your story's floating dead in the harbor, Fate Maker.
Rude. It's not like they're even helping me anyway. Oh, I got a weapon I can't wield yet. Oh, strange. Well, I suppose there's nowhere to go but the harbor, eh? I wonder what it would take to be 100% Australian. Would it be dangerous animals?
My loot is charged to magic.
Yes.
Now point me at your noble vessel. Vessel.
That one right there.
You're going out with that piece of steak. You're braver than I thought.
Why is everyone besmirching the good name of the good ship Balzania?
Because it's a piece
This stream's gonna fall. I have to leave school before it ends. It's not gonna be that long. It's late night for me, remember?
Shoot, your party is divided. We can't cast a blessing with these vibes.
Gotta survive getting kicked by a big kanga. Fair enough. Oop. Alright.
Vibe check. Transpose your
Hello there. Yes, hello. How are you feeling, Coda? Have we met before? Have you been here before? You've been here before, right?
Chockers and badasses because he gets to feel like a hero and he's willing to ignore the rules in order to have fun.
Fine. Valentine, I'm not trying to kill your fun. I love bunkers and badasses
Because of the
because
rules.
Think about it. In the real
You know me, and I. I do. Thank you for the confirmation. And I'm sick. I'll have to assume so. Oh, piano. That's a synthesizer, not a piano. Oh, and do you mean you're sick, meaning as in sick? Like, sick, and not sick as in fully sick, my boy. Sort of thing. You're not saying you're good. You're saying you're sad. I just, what is the word for it? Deciphered what the T's and the full stop, but sorry, it takes a bit of time.
Instead of just, you know, the idiot who crashed our spaceship.
Actually, sick, coughing sick. Fair enough, I hope you get better. Crying face. Yes, I figured that one out. Ooh, the cowbell. The most important instrument. Oh, right. That is a very large cow this bell is for. And sick. Sick. Fair enough. Understood.
And I swear, I want to help you complete that quest and keep the good ship Bolzania safe from harm.
I declare this party of heroes undivided.
I didn't expect this. Rock out, everyone! It's a all right.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Well, this has certainly taken a turn. Well, there's a lot more than one magic missile. Oh dear. Torg finally got his wish. It's time to blow up the ocean, everyone. Get stuffed, fish. Oh. Well. Goodbye, everyone. It's been good knowing you. A lot less dangerous, a lot more pie soup. Oh.
Our well-thought-out, character-rich story continues.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
On one hand, I've got a lot of walking to do. On the other, completely dodged scurvy. That win.
Yeah,
Alas,
I suppose, if you could find fruit at the bottom of the bloody ocean.
rest in pieces, my sweet maiden. Rest in pieces.
Oh, yes, there it is.
So, if the entire ocean's gone, can we just walk to the
Also, did we just blow up the pyramid?
Oh yeah, goats for goats. But, though there is no water, many, slightly damp dangers remain.
Like, that crab. Secondary class unlocked. Well, that was quick. Skill training is one of the 5 remaining classes to slot. Voila, you're multicasting. Oh, look at that. That was probably the most hilarious thing that's happened in a while. Truly. The Pacific timing. Class feat, new action skill, and a few extra skill points and hero action points. Second action skill from your skill will be available at a certain level break. Wow, that is a tough crab. Okay, and then the quest requires you exchange your secondary class and therefore skills, but you have to go to exchange to slot them. Slot secondary class. Rightio. What should we slot? Demigods applies to companions. This crab is built. So these are the action skills. Slams a hammer and the thing. Graveborn. I wonder what would work best in sort of synchronization with my class. Graveborn, perhaps one of the other magic classes like Graveborn or some sort. Because that casts a hellish blast every time I cast a spell, and I have 2 spells, so That could be handy. Spore Warden deals poison damage. Yeah. That's up to you. Critical hit chance is increased. I see. Actions feel scarred. I don't really have an action skill, though. That's the problem. Because I only have spells. You know, I'm thinking I'm gonna go with Graveborn, eh? I could use any of these. I'm not going to, but I could. Oh, that could be handy. Skill points 2. Good to know. What's the final one? Gun critical encounter. It's a reset of spell cooldowns. Interesting.
I'd give it all for a little more.
Yes, I would. That spell cooldown rate is good. Oh, interesting. Companions. I'll do that one. That could be handy. Oh, yes, the hero points. I forgot. I think that's a good one to set up with. Now, this bloody crab. Let's go, crab. Come on. Have at the... Oh, there's 2 of them. Maybe I just missed them.
Fulminate! See what happens?
As a Graveborn, leached health from your foes using the dark magic element. Interesting thing to get. And mind they're weak crabs, yes. I just was missing, clearly. Clearly my accuracy was the problem. Not my damage.
You feel luckier, Mother.
I don't know, am I? Am I indeed? Bloody crab. Look at him. Look at my little death leech companion.
Who needs limbs and a torso when you could be your own obstacle course?
Glad he's excitable.
The Fate Maker stops at nothing. Those shadows grin with sharpened teeth and mountains stand tall. Only the best will prevail.
Will it now?
No holding back. This should do it.
They can't escape from the underground with this ability. Ow. Matey. Ow. Goodness. Mr. Krabs has got quite the hit on him. Got quite the bloody punch. It is a purple crab. For what reason is that special? And don't you bloody say lean. Oh yes! The whole harbor's been emptied. The ocean has been defeated. Therefore, these channels and waterways are open to me now. Whee!
One of my marbles is near. Smash it and release my memories.
Now, I'm starting to wonder you really don't want these memories. But that's just me.
A boy talked to me today. Eldon. Said I was special, like him. He cast a spell to prove it and turned his teacup into a slightly fuller teacup, I think. Honestly, I couldn't tell, but I was so glad for the chat. It's much nicer than terrified screams.
That is tragic.
How shall I become deadlier next?
That is tragic indeed. Hi. I don't know if that was the right way to go to this, but...
Ooh, luck going up.
I keep forgetting to check what drops from these things. Bad luck, side quests!
This world's no place for the weak. Here up top.
Oh, hello, crab.
You won't be near the night.
Yes, I thought that'd be something this way. There must be.
There's no escape. This'll be over before you can reach.
These crabs' propensity to run underground is annoying me. So guys, quadrangle here, what? You mean there are 4 people in the chat is what you're trying to say, aren't you? I think. Why? Oh wait, that was me. I hurt myself, didn't I? No, that's fair enough. Now where is this mission I was seeing? Ah. Walk the stalk. Alright. Sadness. Panda isn't here to play along. Indeed he isn't. A blessing or a curse. Who would know? Hello, good sir. Oh, it's a bounty.
Okay, so it says here there's this dude thing who was floating about in the ocean, minding his own beeswax, when the dang ocean went and blew itself up. Well,
Oh, blew itself up.
now he can't
Interesting.
move, and he's stuck out there just shriveling up in the sun, so you gotta do something. Find him in the Wonderlands.
Fair enough. That's probably my fault. Can't think of anyone else who's recently, you know, caused the ocean to suffer an extremely fast evaporation event. I think we killed like 80% of sea life. Perhaps, but that's what they get for installing nuclear silos around the ocean with apparently the express purpose of evaporating it in an instance in some sort of misguided attempt at terraforming. That's for sure.
I thought I'd seen the worst from her, but a whole ocean destroyed.
Oh, it escalated quickly.
Back on track, and you strummed along, happy to play your little game.
Indeed I am. Happy to play my little game.
Willing to take a shot in the dark?
I certainly am.
I'm already one of the best shots in all the Wonderlands. But I want to be a legend. I've heard rumors that the undead army has uncovered the location of a legendary bow. I need that bow to become a true legend. Can you get it for me?
Perhaps. What does this say? What?
A poetry page walks upon the wind nearby.
I was like, what? Yes. Well, you don't know the setup to that joke. The moment I saw the magic missile joke appear, I realized what was going to happen. You see, in the original Wonderlands DLC for Borderlands 2, Torg gives you a mission to blow up the ocean. Because he's really determined for you to blow up the ocean. Actually turns into an exploration of how somebody else's ideas can actually become kind of in direct opposition to a DM's idea of what should happen. And they kind of try and have their own fun, and everyone doesn't like it. Well, yes, this time he got his wish. He really did blow up the ocean. And you know what? I'm happy for it. Only took, what? 13, 15 years? Whatever it was. Took a damn long time. But why? I actually can't remember what the mission was about, but he just asked you to blow up the ocean at some point. It's part of the main quest too. And you get the objective for a moment until Tina is just like, what the hell are you talking about? No, that's not Tina. It's somebody else complains about Torg. And they change the mission. What did the ocean do to him? I don't know. You know, gets in his way all the time. Gets in his bloody way. That's what it does to him. Ha! Oh dear, dear, dear. Yeah. Well, I got that magic scroll. I didn't get the legendary bow, but I got the scroll, that's for sure. Run, little bobblehead Eric, with your gold and black outfit, because I couldn't figure out how to do a white and blue outfit well.
What's in the pockets, eh? Give us a peek.
The scroll is full of salacious tidbits and nutty goings-on within the undead celebrity world, but one note catches your eye. It says a legendary bow has been found in the Dapper Grotto.
This is the Dapper Grotto, isn't it?
Over there mayhaps contains a shrine piece.
Alright. Doesn't, but let's go. I'm gonna go, it's 4 AM now, I have school. Yes, you probably should. You should head off, right? You rest well. You've got to be, you're a young man, you need to sleep well so you can grow big and strong. And learn more effectively. Alright? Now you go to bed. For however long it'll take until you get to school. You're not going to get much sleep after this, but...
Explode! Ooh, I never get tired of that. Spellman! I've got all the magic I need.
Dang it. Whoops, have fun with more things? I will! You have fun! That was a bit embarrassing, I died. Let's try that again, shall we? Oh dear. Got a bit distracted. Nighty night. I saw a pirate! Real shame. Maybe Mr. Winter can blow up the moon as an encore. It's currently not out. We've only got the sun to blow up. Not nearly as an attractive a target. Like Eggman? Eggman blew up the moon? Clearly I'm not up on my Eggman lore, or whatever it is. Oh dear. Alright, where are our enemies? Hello? Oh, there you are. You did an adventure too? Oh, there you go.
Looks like magic's back on the menu. Never send a corpse to do a killer's job.
They're not corpses. Well, I suppose they are corpses now, but they weren't zombies or corpses before. Goodness, mate. Encounter clear. Collect your reward at the other side of the goddamn adventure map. Lovely. Yep, that worked. Up. How'd we go? Oh yes, this is one of the multi-encounters. Nice place though, loving the temples underwater. Very fabulous.
For you, is it? Won't be enough.
Or these fellows' propensity to crawl away is very annoying.
Overload. Ready to bring the arcane pain.
Why are you running away from me? Oh, I hit them. Got it. Oh dear.
Well done, me lovely.
Now where are they? Why are you hiding from me, coral crab? I wasn't aware that that was how coral was bleached. It was shot by a man really, really determined to kill everything in the ocean.
Magic miscellaneous projectiles.
You know, you're very annoying. Get out of the bloody ground!
Run.
Good God. This is taking a lot longer than it should. Because they keep running away from me. Honestly, not too sure I managed to freeze that fella. And he's gone. Oh. Badass bone crab. Sometimes, I swear.
Full and fresh.
Well, let's do the upgrade before we go. And now, one more time, shall we? Oh, yes. I just realized I've ruined these pirates' days. They're no longer cool and suave pirates of the high seas. They're sort of just bandits with fancy hats. Dear oh dear. Poor old pirates, eh? Captain Swallow! I found him! Captain J. Swallow! Why do I feel like there's some sort of innuendo?
Dying ain't my style.
Excuse me, I'm off. If you would let me. Ow! Goodness. Well, fight was won. Against Captain J. Swallow.
You might be wondering why I called this meeting.
Why not? Now, let's get our shrine piece and be off.
A shrine piece sits nearby, playing all hard to get.
Speaking of the shrine piece, wherever was that blue shrine gone? There was that blue one, you know? We're missing a piece of it, weren't we? Where was it? Let's go give it a check, shall we? Yes, we are. Was there perhaps a dungeon we missed? Was there perhaps indeed there was? We didn't do that dungeon, did we? Alright, let's walk over this eraser. That erased all obstacles in our path. And see how it goes.
Overload. Magic barrage. Oh, run if I were you. Spells are up.
It is. Oof. Goodness. Wow, it actually feels like we've been streaming for a lot longer than we have. Oh, I have no ammo. Excuse me, everyone. I need to swap out my large, heavy weapon of destruction and swap into something a bit more... slip into something a bit more comfortable. Ow.
I'll give you a good hold.
There we are. Now, where are our foes going now? Troll witch doctor, eh? Rude. Dear oh dear.
You can tell him I'm you won't be needing that.
Hey, witch doctor! Quite the shot there. Shame you missed. These goblins are chubbier than the average goblin. Well, the average depiction of one, that's for sure. I think they've got almost a cuteness to them, doesn't it? Look me up. There we are. Hey! These goblins clearly eat better than most goblins in fantasy stores. They've got a good farming system going, clearly. Their logistical and agricultural support systems clearly work very well. That or they are very good at robbing people. Either way, very impressive.
I don't do warning shots.
Do you not? Because I'm pretty sure we just did 2 warning shots there, mate.
That's the good stuff.
Goodness. I so know I'm not used to using a controller to, you know, fire at people. Funny how they both dodged at the same time. Oh, there's a goblins nearby. Perhaps. Why do I feel so much stronger all of a sudden? Oh, hello. Honestly, I don't know why I even bother aiming down the sights. Greetings, Rabbi. Hello, that flaming boy. You join me after I have just committed a nuclear disaster. Committed one, yes. A nuclear disaster didn't happen, I committed it. And also, I really hope you didn't like fish in this fantasy world, because I have some news for you.
Like an idiot in that thing.
It's the winter's like the whole ocean. Nuked. Yes. The entire thing. I killed the whole ocean. Even the women ocean and the children oceans as well. Like my prequel joke? I think it was hilarious. He's a madman. Somebody stop him. Yes. They were all going to turn against me. I had to do it. There was just something fishy about them. Very good. Oh look, Buckethead. Why does it feel like a reference to something? Sacrifice must be made for victory. Oh. Hello, Erica Jet. Hello, J. Hank. How are you, my friend? Buckethead is a guitarist. Is he now?
How'd that get there? Did little Tina put it there?
I don't know, you're the bloody game master. I think that's all the shrine pieces from that particular shrine. A really good one, by the way. Oh, I see. I see. Does he wear a bucket on his head? I'll be disappointed if he doesn't. Or is it sort of a, you know, a fancy name for the fact that it's a fancy name? Clearly there's some sort of magic ability I'll get later in the game that allows me to walk between these. Yes, a KFC bucket. Oh. Certainly not what I was expecting, but you know what? I appreciate that. I could certainly do with a KFC bucket. I went somewhere and guess what I bought? Ice cream I bought. A Golden Gay Time? Did you buy the Golden Gay Time? Hey? Is that what you bought? The only ice cream I could think of is that, because that's the one we've been talking about recently on stream. The old Golden Gay Time. Yes! Wonderful. Amazing. Also, I forgot to activate that shrine.
Her coruscating majesty, Queen Butt-Stallion, has long protected the Wonderlands with the soul magic she
Very good. Not a bad ice cream! It's a good choice, Flaming Boy. Good choice. And now you're in the stream, you don't have to worry about having a hard time having a gay time on your own. Because, you know, you have to eat gay times with other people according to the ads. I'll never get over that ad. I know it's an immature child ad, but yeah.
The patron god of power walking. Zumios, the patron god of power walking, speeds up your walking speed as you cross the Wonderlands.
You know what? That's actually quite convenient. Thank you. I really like it. It is a good one. It is a good one. I've got to really eat that Easter egg I got. I haven't opened it yet. I have an Easter egg. That's a Golden Gay Time Easter egg.
Thank the gods! You got my message! I was gonna shrivel up and die out here without your help.
Oh.
Well, go on, Linda. Pick me up. Oh, boy, I sure am lucky you came along, hero. I thought I was a goner back there.
Rightio.
Let's find somewhere nice for me to, germinate.
Yes, I'll get to that. Give me a moment. I might perhaps complete this mission first.
Look, poisonous seaweed blocks your path. Your quest is waylaid until you can find a way past it.
No, it was in that place anyway. Give me a moment. Ha! Enter! It's been a while since I've had a Golden Gay Time ice cream. I saw it recently for sale, and I ended up buying it.
Find me that bow and get rid of
Bad.
anyone in your way.
C'est la vie. Can't do much about that. Well, I can. I could have bought it, but...
Magic barrage!
I had a wonderful gay time. That's great. I'd be a real shame if you didn't after all that effort of buying the stuff.
Ready to bring the arcane pain!
Would have been a real shame.
Fully stopped.
I'm liking, unlike the other Borderlands games, it seems that all the enemies scale with you at all times. Which is convenient. Because that means you never lose your, like, sort of EXP shenanigans. Which does make it so that you're never over-leveled for an area, or missions, in this case. When I was there, I thought of you, Grandpa, and I already had a choice. There was no choice! Truly, there was no choice at all. There was only the gay time. Only the gay time you wouldn't have on your own. Highly effective against water. 3 spell charges, you know what? We're gonna swap. Finally, after a while, the spell. Yes, the choice was gay time. Was it a good choice?
Get rid of the rabble.
This person's awfully determined to make me... Oh, it's that sort of thing.
Skyhammer. Unstoppable.
Yes, it really was. Wonderful. Makes me want to go get one. Bit late now, though. Oh, I suppose the 7-Eleven's probably still open, but I'm a bit old to be walking around at this time of night. I think they tried. I'm sure, I imagine people tried, but there was an awful lot of work put into Borderlands. You'd have to be a AAA studio and the sort of thing. Is it a big enough market to be able to compete with somebody else? You'd really have to nail it to sort of usurp the fellows. But I'm sure it's appeared in similar concepts elsewhere. This sort of looter-shooter, or what do they call themselves? Destiny, for what I saw, was like Borderlands. Not really. Ooh. The legendary bow tie! Very good. Very quaint. I hope you're looking. I hope you loved looking dapper, fancy archer lady. For you, my good lady, are going to look fabulous. Hello.
Perfect. This is the legendary style I needed to elevate my personal brand.
Got it.
Thank you, hero.
She
No autographs.
Already knew. Got it. What's my favorite book? Like novel, you mean? Fiction, non-fiction? It's a good,
You see before you an upturned bridge. What's it doing like that? Could be useful if you thwack it over.
Because if it's, fiction, there's a few good ones. Feast's Magician. Is it Feast? Yeah, no, Feast, yes. Eddings, David and Lee Eddings' Redemption of Alpheus is also another one good. Very fun, that one, Redemption of Alpheus, very funny. Oh, level up. But non-fiction books, let's think about that. There was one about Japan that was really interesting, about the political landscape that sort of changed how they did things. And is why half the Japanese coastline is just bloody covered in concrete. But yes, my favourite books really were definitely the Magician series, as a series. Magician and its subsequent books. and Redemption of the Elf Hells are definitely the ones that come to mind first. It's the ones I'd recommend to others. Both fantasy. Both fantasy. I've never been much of a sci-fi person, you know? I've tried to read so many sci-fi books, but they've never captured me. I'm always a fantasy. Fantasy through and through. Lord of the Rings, all that sort of thing. I know they're not nearly as well known, those books, but I find them fun. I don't know if they're good these days, but Dennis Wheatley wasn't too bad. I know he had some interesting opinions, but he was a writer from the 50s. Reading them now, it's hard to tell if he was being racist or being... You know, it's hard to tell. You forget how much of a thing until you start reading books written by people who grew up in a different time. Before even I was born, those books were read. Be right back.
I see your path is blocked by poisonous seaweed. Usually not a problem if you can just swim over it. Good thing I am the greatest alchemist alive. Or at least the greatest in my family.
Oh, well, you know, take anything you can get.
Is my sea kelp solution. It will melt them away.
Very good. Hilarious.
Instead of melting, the seaweed turns to stone.
Good thing we tested it, didn't we?
It turned into a rock.
Blast and fiddlesticks. The solution is not ready.
That's so. Perhaps you should have given it to me and stopped bragging about it until it was ready. Oh dear. A needy fellow, isn't he? Whoa!
You're near the essence of pure snot. Fight on.
Overload.
Where is the next enemy? Yep. There we go.
Spell slots are ready. You won't be needing that. Wrath of heaven.
These spells are quite fun. I do hope they change a bit later. I hope there's some more unique... That gelatinous cube spell was interesting. I hope there are some more unique spells, that's for sure.
Hey, you wish you turned away.
But I don't know how common those legendary drops are, so it's... I doubt we'll find any in this game. Perhaps off stream I'll do a bit of farming. Maybe. This game is a farming style game, so perhaps that'll be for the best. Oh, mate. Alright, my manners, I haven't asked for tonight's drink yet. Tonight's drink is the Japanese 75, a cocktail based on the French 75. By the way, the French 75 was a cognac/gin drink, depending on what you decided you wanted to use. That used that spirit, lemon or lime, sparkling, and a bit of simple syrup. Usually in a flute. In a, like a champagne flute. And the French 75 was therefore based... Its name was based on the French 75mm cannon from World War I, because apparently the drink was quite strong and quite easy to drink. So it would hit you very hard. The Japanese 75 is just... There is no such thing as a Japanese 75mm. Well, there probably is, but it's not called the Japanese 75 like the French 75 was called that. And it includes a Japanese gin specifically. I used lemon and yuzu liqueur to add the citrus, so I had that a bit more of a Japanese feeling. Instead of a flute, it's a tall, as you see. It's in a tall, it's in a highball. So it uses Japanese gin. I have two types. I decided to use Roku, but I've had it with the more expensive Kinobi gin before. Citrus in lemon and yuzu in my case. If I would probably go entirely with yuzu if I had fresh yuzu, but I don't have access to that in Australia, or at least not in my area. So, then you fill it with a bit of, you put a bit of demerara sugar to add the sweetness, a bit more flavour. And finally, you fill the rest of the glass, once you've shaken it and put into a glass, with sparkling sake, actually. The sparkling sake I've used is made by the Hakutsuru brand of distillery, the distillery there. It's called Awayuki, which means light snow, or something like that. Light snow. Light snow it is. It's pretty nice. Dangerously easy to drink, these sake bottles. Dangerously easy to drink, this sake. Its sparkling nature means it isn't that strong, but it's also very easy to drink down. And it makes quite a good drink. Oh, you garnish it with rosemary too. Sorry. I didn't finish it. You garnish it with rosemary.
Perfection itself. With this, I can complete the
It's not a bad one. I like it. I think it goes well with the Roku or the Kinobi. I think it's not too different with the difference though, so I think it was a bit of a waste to use the Kinobi the first time I made it. A bit of a waste. Considering I also made the drink twice more for other people with the Kinobi before I bought the Roku. So, whoopsie daisies. Lesson learned for next time. Eh?
The seaweed melts away, clearing the path.
Wonderful.
If you see any of my brothers, give them a helping hand, would you? They need it.
And yes, let's plant this magic bean.
Say, that town over there looks like a lovely spot to, take root. If you just give me a little flick in that direction, I'd be so appreciative.
Fun!
This whole damn town's been lifted into the sky by a giant beanstalk. Now, normally, I'd say hell yeah. But I came to check out the new foliage. Because I love that stuff. But there's some real bad plants up here.
Are you liking the game so far? I'm having a good time, I'd say. I feel like I'm...
So come help me out.
Alright. I feel like I keep getting distracted by the combat. I always go silent during the combat and don't really talk as much. I really have to keep myself talking. It's one strange thing about it. But otherwise, I'm quite enjoying it. I always sort of liked the Borderlands run and shoot sort of style. I really should go around and playing Doom, because that's sort of what this is like too.
Fair hero, everything was not fine up atop the beanstalk. The magic bean was evil!
Oh no! Who would have thought?
But it's okay. New adventures await in the newly,
Renovated.
town of Driftwood.
Renovated's a good way of putting it. Renovated indeed.
Whoa. Now those are some seriously bad plans.
Ow!
Oh yeah, Diggy Dog, we got evil plans up in here.
Ouch.
A little something.
I can't believe I just managed to kill myself. Those sort of fellows, those little fellows on the internet who love telling people to go kill themselves would have probably enjoyed that moment. I'd have probably thought, oh, my dreams have all come true. That blasted geriatric.
I'll try anything once, even dying.
Granted, I'm not nearly popular enough to have hate yet, so... maybe one day I'll be able to make that choice. What the hell is this fellow talking about? You cannot escape my gaze, he says. Maybe that's the accent I should have gone for my streams. Go the whole time like, yes, my name is Eric Winters. I am a mysterious little hermit man who is just as likely to steal your shoes as he is to save you with his magical berries. Ooh, little bitty pixie. Indeed I am here to help. Hello. Oh, my first death threat. I'm famous now.
Damn, am I glad to see you.
Well, that is what I'll think. I swear, I always find the silver lining, I swear.
What's going down up here?
Or I find the comedy in it.
We gotta save these people. Meet me
Don't
up
you
there.
worry. The first time I get a hate, I'll make sure to tell everyone else, and we can sit there and laugh at it together. Ooh, wow. Bean-ageddon. We really stuffed it up, didn't we?
Although that would be funny to see.
We really renovated this place. Oh, look, there's the nuclear bomb. The beans picked up the nuclear bomb. They had another one in this village. Goodness, these nuclear silos are bloody everywhere. Who would have thought in this fantasy land nuclear weapons would be so ubiquitous?
Quite the collection.
Ah, I assume that sends us over there, doesn't it? Why are graphics cards still so expensive? Haven't they dropped in price recently, though? They may still be expensive, but I was under the impression they were slightly less so these days. Time to nuke. Yes, we are most certainly going to blow that thing up. It's Chekhov's nuclear weapon. We've seen it in the first act. It has to be gone. It has to set off by the end of the third. Chekhov's nuclear Armageddon. Still way overpriced. A shame. You know, just before they increased in price, I was actually thinking of increasing, upgrading this computer that I'm using, but, or, upgrading another computer to have like a proper streaming computer, or buying a nice laptop or some such. Very nice. Never ended up happening though, as you can probably tell.
Instead of a stately and stable fall.
For the rest of that poem, simply walk your little leggy legs to the tavern in Brighthoof.
She's really determined about that. Alright. He needs to go get himself some Finnegan. Whee! Yeah, well. 350 kill. Now think about it for me. Your $800 video card is what? Sitting about 1,200 for me, likely?
Never send a corpse to do a killer's job.
Granted, they were already corpse to begin with, so... In fact, it probably cost even more than 1,200. I feel like the Australians really do get shafted in that sort of market. We're the last ones to get any orders. Because we're always a small market. It happens with the PlayStations too. Australia got a very small amount of PlayStation 5s because we're a tiny market compared to the rest of the world. Nope.
The storm.
How do I get up there, I wonder? That way! Oh, apparently hitting things actually opens them up. Didn't know that. Eruption. I might, perhaps... Between streams, if we can, I just thought of something. Between streams, perhaps, I'll look up what spells are dropped by what bosses, and if there's a boss we've defeated already that drops a spell, I might go get it, considering we are a spellcaster. Instead of I won't farm for guns, I'll farm for the spells, off-stream if we need to. I'm not nearly some sort of Borderlands only YouTuber, so I don't think you would appreciate me sitting here playing it 100 times. Yep. Hey, somebody liked my Twitter post. This was a terrible idea. Well, that worked out better than I expected. Yes, yes, I will. I'm trying to do this puzzle. Which is just a running puzzle. It's not really a puzzle, is it? Oh dear. Well, they're keeping the sheep alive. That's ideal. And God's good name is the third one. Up there. Oh, bastard.
Wow.
It got me. It got me. Up. We still have a chance. It's time to leap down the well.
I'd give it all for a little more.
Or not leap down the well. Actually, go under the well. Got it. That probably makes some more sense. Ooh! That was very close. That was incredibly close. I can open things when I hit them. His mugger skills are evolving. Yes, even chests relent to my brutalist ways. Fear me, for I am mighty. And dangerous. And as prickly as a pine cone. I was about to say as prickly as a pear, but I realised that doesn't make any sense. Is that a phrase? Because if it is, that really doesn't make any sense. Leap, my friend. Leap. Victory. Star of Mirth. Amped damage an extra 3 gunshots by 30% or 40%. Interesting. Prickly pear is a type of cactus. Oh, did not mean to equip it. Oh, that makes sense. I don't know, I didn't know that. I probably did know that at some point. But not as many cactuses in Australia as you'd think. There are a fair few around the place. But mostly brought in by people because they think they look nice. Which they do, most of the time. But not all the time, that's for sure. Hey! I saw this thing, but I'm gonna go do it. Turns out! Can't step on the leaves. This is no leapfrocker, my friend.
Probably other W words. I can't think of any.
You cannot step on the the leaves. Even though I will admit, and I will still posit that they look walkable on. They look big enough. Look at them. Come on. I didn't even expect to get like a sort of jump boost or something. Let's go, obelisks. American cactus, so it makes sense you wouldn't be familiar with it. Yes, but I'm familiar with the phrase, as prickly as a pear. So it's just one of those things where I never really thought about the origin of the phrase.
You're looking for trouble? You found it. Kilometers forth. See what happens? Electric.
One of those phrases that just clearly made its way over. And no one really thought about it too hard.
At least from you. What an epic belly rub you shall have.
Oh, Eldritch Wyvern. Very fancy.
Spell slots are ready.
Prickly fair food is edible. Oh, is it now? Oh dear. Flying wyverns are such a pain. Nope, I have no idea what I hit, but I'm not gonna complain. Bloody eldritch bastard out of the place. Oh dear. Oh dear. The more you know. Indeed. The more you know. Apex Caesar's looking weird. Oh! Is it there? I only ever saw one Apex season. I assume you're talking about Apex and not Apex's lesser known cousin, Apex. Which just sounds like Apez. If you know those candies. Ow. Now this obsidian wyvern is getting a bit annoying. Oh, bastard. I think he's talking about Apes, the actual monkey. Oh, the new season of Apes, eh? Coming out? Me and Falls today. Goodness. Me and bloody Falls today. That sniper rifle is not doing me any good. Do I have anything else that could perhaps deal with anything else? No, not really. I'm in a poor position, I think. Oops. But yes. I imagine there's been a few news. Oh, wait. It's still active. Somehow.
Ready to bring the arcane pain?
This dragon is getting very annoying. Oh, he was the boss of it.
Leathery wings shall flap and move.
Didn't really give me anything good, though. Pointless. Pointless! Well, I suppose we should go and talk to this fairy, shouldn't we? That's why I see you shooting at dragons with an assault rifle. I was expecting some cute story of Ogre's RPG going by the name, lol. You clearly don't know Tiny Tina, do you? Granted, the last DLC of Borderlands 2 based on Tiny Tina's thing was quite cute in the sort of... was kind of cute because it was about her dealing with grief, which is tragic, but also kind of adorable. Dragons that burst like pinatas full of loot are the best kind. They are, aren't they? Shame I haven't met many of them in real life. I could certainly do with someone, you know, exploding into large amounts of saleable objects. If only that's what happened. If only it was the Yakuza way of things, when you punch somebody in the face, they just, you know, popped.
That's a fiend bloom, and it's giving off some evil mojo. These must be the source of the parasite strength. Hell no. Give me a second to do my fairy thing and purge the evil.
Rightio. I'll leave it to you, mate. I'm just looking at the guns. Snowballing enduring sunder.
We gotta cleanse the rest of these things if we're gonna reach the parasite and save the beanstalk. Pick me up.
Yes, 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 yes. Give me a moment.
What shall I meet Death Heart with next?
These cost a lot. I'm not gonna bother. It's not much point. Oh, he's tiny. Look at you. Adorable.
Oh, isn't he cute when he's all tidy and pick-upable?
I can feel 3 more of those fiend blooms in my fairy whiskers. The closest one is at the lighthouse.
Don't tell me what where those fairy whiskers are located. I don't think I want to know.
Close to a marble. Break it open now. Please?
That's good that you've got your manners. That's nice. How is a good question. Now, there is a portal. I wonder if I can jump into it. Technically, if you punch anyone, you can take its loot. Wallet, shoes. Yes, fair enough. That is true. Ha! I knew it! I bloody knew it.
Everyone's calling us.
Walking loot crates, if you ask me.
Riders now, on account of us, well, riding a tsunami into town on the back of a Leviathan. Wouldn't have happened if someone hadn't gotten himself swallowed while gathering sea dragon scales for some spell. Silly troublemaker. Silly, silly, super cute troublemaker.
Oh dear. Why am I feeling that she's gonna get her heart broken at the end of this side quest of ours? Well, not my problem. I'll just keep doing what she asks. Also, there's a... I'm gonna go down to the portal down there. That seems more entertaining. Hi. Yeah, seems like a perfectly functional town. Put some guardrails around and, you know, maybe it'll stand up to place health and safety, eh? I don't know why I keep looking at the stores. I'm never gonna find anything I want.
Hi, it's just above the clouds and the big ol' beanstalk. There is a teensy-weensy matter that requires your attention.
What is it?
A wizard needs some help with a thing. So go do it. For money.
Great setup, Tina. Love it. Ratty Shack. Haven't we all lived in a ratty shack once in our lives? And that's why I only go dressed out as a hobo. Clever. Thinking 3 steps ahead of everyone around you. Clever, clever. I'm a prime target. Granted, I've only ever just been beaten up. I've never actually been mugged. Funny.
I know you're both inside.
Hello, sir.
You, I need some competent help.
Do you now? Well, I'm neither near or there about competency.
Lock me out of my home. I will need your assistance. Come this way.
Joseph.
Rifling through my notes and tomes, looking for dark magics. You must
Oh, look.
before they unleash some
Oh, dear.
their understanding.
I had a spell that could turn someone into a sheep. It's actually the natural ability of this spellcaster.
Will take you inside.
Your porter bloody shrank me.
Jack and the Beanstalk. I wouldn't describe it as being green enough as funny, but... Okay. Scar human ears. Wow, rude to the Scar people, come on. Oh, this is very good. This is very Jack and the Beanstalk, Alice in Wonderland sort of thing. Now I just need a cake that says eat me and I'll be all set. And the Mad Hatter. Oh, by the way, there's our person stopping the door. Also, me being beaten up was the most entertaining thing that had happened to me in years when it happened, so frankly, I was just glad something had happened. Other than the mundane nature of continued existence. So, gotta forgive me, but it was funny. Especially what me and my family just needed that to be funny. I looked hilarious and handsome. Black eye and all. Big lip that larger than anything else.
Open the door.
Can't. Castor attacked me. He's gone mad. He's barricaded himself in the basement, performing the sacrament of Bod.
Good document of Bod.
Bod? Fool apprentices! That must be stopped. Branson, put your wretched, broken body to some use for once.
Master, I will try.
A supportive teacher, clearly. I do remember everything I kept saying after I got beaten up on the street. As every time somebody asked me about it, I would always go, well, I feel a bit more handsome than I did on Monday. Like, how do you feel? I'm like, oh, a bit more handsome than yesterday. The police were also very confused, I remember, at the time, of how chipper I was about it. Well, you're very energetic for someone who's just essentially been mugged violently. And I was like, eh. Fellow was so drunk he could barely hit a post. Could barely hit the broadside of a barn with his fists. So I suddenly got I was on the better side of things. But it is true, he got a couple of good hits on me.
Who's the alpha now, eh?
Oh no.
I will break free. I will break free. Who is it meant for then?
Master, you're just trying to deny us true power.
Yes. And then you were there, you conspired to create an Australian fight club. Maybe I was. But, even if I had, in the short chance that I had, I wouldn't say anything about it, because you know the rules of Fight Club, mate. You know the rules. Oh dear. Castor, the normal-sized skeleton. Specifically. Normal-sized. Did I get a new spell? No, I didn't. Quick! It's time to use the gelatinous cube of ruin. Nah, I won't actually. I believe skeletons are weak to cryo, but I don't have any cryo. Kangaroo Jack movies. Oh dear. You're fighting giant skeletons of dwarfs giant so long. I know, right? Up! Oh, damn it, did he just heal? Seems I have to shoot those things in that thing. Oh dear, that's a big boy. It is a big boy, isn't it? Oh dear. Okay, those things. Ah, see, I managed to prevent him from mostly healing.
Looks like magic's back on the menu.
This is a long bite. Stop, you foolish fools of foolish foolsness.
Skyhammer.
Skyhammer. That's a great way of describing lightning. Very poetic. Winner.
Dealing with my fool apprentice.
What's this? Oh, it's been a while since we got a shotgun. Well, you know what? Why not? It's a fancy looking shotgun. This boss definitely drops a spell. We'll have to farm this one off stream, I think. This one definitely drops a spell. What I'm farming off stream is I'm gonna get stronger too. I'll get level up. But I suppose it doesn't matter. The levels seem to scale with whatever you are at the time.
Normal sized again.
Am I? Or am I just slightly shorter?
You've escaped without the usual embiggening vertigo and teeth liquidation.
Wonderful. I'm glad to know I've dodged a bullet. Or a terrible, terrible, debilitating condition. Hmm. Level up?
I am sorry, Master. I tried to stop it.
I'm sure you did. I wasn't saying you didn't. The fire rate and the reload speed could be quite good, but... Right, we'll be able to get the last one. Next level.
Your first act of apology will be sweeping up the basement. There's skeleton all over it.
I suppose you could probably farm that if you keep going into that portal. Let's check around the island, shall we? Clearly this is one of his other apprentices turned into a sheep. Or a meep, or whatever they're called. Certainly not the ideal situation to be in. I was really hoping there would be something else on this island, but it might appear that there isn't. Can't hear that telltale tinkle sound of the sort of... Oh, there is a chest. There it is. Pointless. Don't know why I'm so stingy with my space in my inventory. Maybe I'm just lazy. Don't particularly feel like, you know, sorting my inventory out more than I need to. Oh, Blenson. Oh, Blenson got turned into a sheep. Fair enough. Sorry about that, mate. Just really not your day. Well, back we go. To the other! Exclamation point. The
spoils of war.
Wyverns were meant to fly free until they get shot by the Hughes. Anyway, fair enough. Oh, hello.
A mighty, super regal beast is imprisoned and longs to be free. It's also pretty hard to
Fulminate! Another notch, not going to show for it.
Oh, the automatic sort of leveling, or reloading could be quite good with this shotgun.
Thanks for that.
I was expecting more of a pump action sort of situation, but clearly not.
That's the good stuff.
Interesting how all my spells seem to cause dark magic damage now.
Oh, shall I be content here next? It shall be over before you can regret it.
These iron shroomlets can be annoying, can't they?
Gonna need more magic.
Well, at least they're not tiny in fighting them. That could be even more annoying. Why did I just die? Well, die, I get hurt. I didn't die, I just got hurt.
This parasite is bad news. The beanstalk is sick. And not cool sick, but like bad sick, as in ill, but not like cool ill. I mean like sick ill. You know what I mean.
Yes, I do. Don't worry, I've had to ask that same question on this stream, actually, old mate. So don't worry. You have a... We're both of a feather, you and I, Mr. Punchman. Oh, damn it. I've really got to stop doing this. I've really got to stop shooting those bloody things, or hitting those things. That's the second time in one stream I've done that to myself. Oh, what's wrong with me? And I'm back to town. Bloody hell.
Be reborn as you.
Not ideal. Be nice if I was reborn as some sort of rich man. But I suppose me is not too bad. Certainly could do worse.
You found a marble.
I did.
You remember what to do, right? Because I don't.
It's a nice fairy circle, though.
Eldon spends all his time at the archives now. So studious. I like the way his lashes flutter across the page. And the shape of his lips as he mumbles about possession and soul transmutation and dark bonds. His face is so good. That's a
Lass.
normal friend thought.
No, no, it isn't, lass.
So friendly.
If there was a magic power that you had, mate, it was definitely the magic ability to be in denial. Because you, my good lass, really need to check something. Lest it come to haunt you. Nope, that telltale tinkles out. Ah, I nicked it. Evening, mate.
Overlord. Light strike. Bet you wish you turned away. Stop that brat, reload. Still time to run the other way.
Oh dear. You know, at least they've done something good with this game, as they've made the customization sort of items actually quite expensive, so they do make good money once you collect more that you already have. It's convenient. Certainly convenient. Off we go, everyone! Hey! Funny if it would just throw us off into the great unknown. Shoot us into space. Chains of the Elder. Very cool. Oh, look, a forge.
You hunger for riches. Yes. I too hunger.
Yes.
And a wyvern's hunger is a terrible thing.
I see.
Long have I lain in these chains, robbed of my fire to feed this burn. While I go hungry. Free me, ape, and I shall grant you this bauble you so desire.
How the hell do you know apes exist? You're a dragon, and I haven't seen any monkeys recently.
Alright, I'm in.
You are wise for an ape.
Am I now? Don't know how that's good to come from a dragon, which before this I didn't even know could speak.
Else the hatch above will not open.
Big words for a man trapped in a cage. Acting like he's got the upper hand in the situation. Oh, what a joke. Now I have to go through a bloody jumping puzzle, for God's sake. I don't know if this wyvern's worth it, mate. We all know my history with fall damage. Oh, hello, Dolly Furry. Alright. You know, I don't know what the point of that was, but I did it.
Machine's taken care of. What now?
Somewhere near this prison, perhaps where the sun shines,
On the roof.
lies the release mechanism to open my cage. Activate it, and I shall have my freedom.
Strange that they would even build a release mechanism. I suppose I had some way to put you in there, but you've been here for so long. If I was a forge master, I'd have just sealed you in properly. No possible way of getting out. I'm sure it will.
Apologies. I get angry when I haven't.
Good to know he's going to eat us immediately. Good to know, old mate.
I better not regret this.
Let's find some food, shall we?
Well, well, well. Hope someone's in the mood for mutton.
Oh dear.
Hope you're carrying coin. Don't kill for food.
Oh, interesting. They changed their element. Didn't notice that before.
Kilometers more.
Back off, mate.
Ready to cast. Idiot.
Idiot.
Well, you wanted my attention. Was it worth it?
Was it worth it indeed? Let's hit the sheep, shall we?
That's it. Follow me, you poor dumb fools.
I'm not too sure where the pen actually is. Concentrating greatly on these fights. Oh. There we are. That's a real pandemic, getting these sheep in here. That joke really doesn't make any sense, but you know what, laugh at it anyway. Indeed. No, I got this sheep for you, man.
I'm always ready to kill anyone who asks for my help.
I did all this, I gave you food.
Element blast.
And this is how you repay me, mate. Oh. I swear. Ungrateful these days. Absolutely ungrateful. Oh, disappointing. Spell radius isn't too bad. Certainly better than what this is. Ungrateful dragon, shaking my head, yes.
No,
Truly rude. At least he was full of loot, yes. But he could have been full of mutton and told me where some good loot was, but no, of course. Didn't want to do that, no. He was a big, strong dragon, he was. Absolute bloody travesty, I tell you. Disappointing. How the hell do I get off this island? Oh, look, a chest. Yeah, pointless. That was the thing. Oh, there it was. Now I escaped this bloody place. I was hoping a forge would actually have some good weapons, but, you know, we'll see how this ring does for us, eh? Spell radius, gun damage. Not too bad. Alright, let's head up we go. Up, 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 up. Ba, da, ba. Wow, jumping on all these things makes me a real fun guy. Truly. I'm hilarious. Oof. What are we saying again? Almost 3 hours? Oh, we can go for a bit longer. It's only... Oh my god, this place is like a bad trip. Oh, a bad trip to where? Disneyland? Bad trip to the fungus factory? Oh look, part of the ocean that was supposed to be here. Wonderful. Though I feel that bad trip sentiment in the way I believe you actually meant it, probably matches the situation in most of this game.
Thanks for that. Gather round. Lightning.
And a thunder! Lightning and a thunder. Isn't that a Imagine Dragons song? Better, better, better. Full of killing mushrooms and dragons. What kind of things do... What are you taking, mate? Goodness.
Come on then, let's get this over with.
You are taking some frightening stuff if that's what you're seeing when you're having your bad trips. I'd say I was jealous, but I've seen what bad trips can do to people, so you know what? You can keep it, mate. Fair enough. Unhanding is a bit of a strong word, but you know, I'll forgive you. Where am I unhanding you? It wasn't very specific. I never could see those things. So. There he is. Oh, look at him.
And the Punch Father does his fairy, magic-tastical thing at the paint bloom.
Where's it? Oh dear.
Unstoppable.
Dear oh dear. Whoa! Opulent wyvern. Righty then.
I'll take that.
Opulent, eh? What am I thinking? A cocktail called a girl Japanese 75. It's kind of like the French 75, but better because it's not French. True that, my friend. Not a truer words have been spoken. No truer words have been spoken.
Explode! This world's no place for the weak. Ready to cast.
Didn't realize you could pull it together so quickly, old J. Hank. Who would have thought you'd had lemons, Japanese gin, and sparkling sake, all at hand to be able to make the drink that I made tonight. That I don't think I've mentioned before, so... You're on something, for sure. You're on the feed of determination.
You look like a tough one. We'll see about that. Fucking off! Magic try!
My brain is phasing out of existence when I'm playing this. I'm just realizing I'm not actually concentrating on the fights and I'm actually able to just do them in the background. Amazing. Such a development of skill I have.
What's that? I feel something malevolent coming.
Really? Well, those things not that malevolent. Yes. Good old Japanese 75 with its rosemary of remembrance attached to it. Now let's be honest, it's strong, but not that strong. Did you not? What a surprise. Clearly you're not one of those people who enjoy that sort of sensation of being imbibed. Perhaps imbibed was the wrong word, but you get the point. They just happened to be on my kitchen. Wow! Honestly, I still thought you were sort of doing a bit, but if you're drinking it, how do you enjoy it? I may as well ask. It's a rare chance that I get to ask somebody how they enjoy it. Sparkling sake? You really had sparkling sake? Or did you just have sake? No, I suppose it's not necessarily as difficult to find everywhere else as it is to find in bloody Australia.
Even though the town got all messed up, at least the residents have
Goodbye, that spell.
property values. You get it?
Huh. Yeah, I get it, but I'm gonna go down here and check those items. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, shame I didn't choose Berserker. What's this?
What shall I meet Death Heart with next?
None of those, that's for sure. Yes. Oh, it's very enjoyable to know that somebody's tried one of the drinks. Oh, look, they had a very gothic church. Goodness. This little small town. It's a quite intimidating church. Oh, yes, I just knew it. There was someone down there that would give a mission. Oh! Oh! Nah, man, just messing with me. Oh! You got me hopes up, mate. Come on, you can't do an old man like me. I haven't got much to live for. Sharing experiences with people is one thing I love. Come on, man. You're tearing me heart out. You've really ripped the heart of my chest. Such betrayal, betrayal. Woe is me, betrayal indeed. Oh, Hank, you've hurt me so. I'm gonna sit like this for a while. I'm sad now. This is probably not the way they wanted me to go up. I should probably go around. Oh, whoa. Oh, boo-hoo. Oop, what's this? Smells like adventure. Mm-hmm. I took a chunk while chatting here. Wouldn't recommend it either. Oh dear. This is getting a bit hot here. This room. Luckily enough, both directions are the same. For the mission, at least. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, you better be. You bloody better be, mate. Oh, you're tearing me heart out. This old man's not felt such betrayal in years. Such betrayal, and from a man I trusted. I'm making the assumption that you're a man. From a person I trusted. I'm assuming most of them, but yeah. Very strange, me humming and looking really sad. Humming's just the natural thing I do. But oh well, oh well. Oh, my heart. It aches. It aches. What's this? Splintering ice spike of rejuvenation. Why not? From a human being I trusted. Yes. From a human being I trusted. Truly. A betrayal most vile. Motor church! Wow! I certainly have a few times where I've joined a cult called that. Huh. Rightio. Oh. Interesting. Oh. Top 10 anime betrayals. Truly, it is. Throw that in one of those terrible list videos you see everywhere. That'd fit right in.
Ready to bring the arcane pain.
Interesting spell. Interesting spell indeed. A cold spell to match the cold, dreary heart that now presides within my chest after this betrayal most dire. That fellow's really trying to hit me. Ron Rivote. This is a Don Quixote teen, I assume. A reference to Don Quixote. A princess.
And night never keeps a princess waiting, huh?
Yep, this is definitely Don Quixote. You've played with those awful top videos that don't make any sense. Most of the ones I've watched are fine. I quite enjoy some of them. But yes, I have seen some of them. What in God good name are you talking about, mate? But I suppose that's how it is.
This one-eyed fiend holds
Oh.
my captive. Who knows how many brave souls
Sorry, I'm just stretching my arms. I just realized I'm a one-eyed fiend. I got it. Another Don Quixote reference. You see, Don Quixote believed the windmills in the story Don Quixote believed the windmills to be dragons or some such. And he believes this tower to be a monster of some kind. Granted, this looks a lot more like a monster than the bloody windmills did in Don Quixote.
Rather pivot. Let's get casting and blasted. Might have lived if you'd run. Yeah, right, a merry pig. Come fight.
Yes, interesting ones. They haven't really come across my YouTube feed, though, often. I usually only end up seeing them through jokes or memes, you know? Top 10 weird Renaissance haircuts. Very specific. If that doesn't scream, I'm running out of ideas, I have no idea what does. That man needs to take a break and, you know, sort of do a bit more brain stuff. What's wrong with that?
You don't see the giant with one eye? He's right in front of you, girl!
Oh, wait. Does this guy think the clock tower with one eye is a cyclops? And we're just going along with it?
Yes!
I mean, he needs help, like professionally.
Yes, that is the story of Don Quixote.
Okay, I
see your point.
Rolling dice with a teenager. She certainly made a good point. Certainly got a head on these shoulders, she does, this lass. There's just something very satisfying about the combat on this game. How many times I got drunk and passed out in the street. Wow. That's really when someone's gone down desperate ways and have realised that their slow, inexorable decline into irrelevance and lack of inspiration has led them to drink heavily, and therefore their stories about how many times they've gotten drunk on the street can be sorted into a top 10 list where there are even some honourable mentions. Truly a tragedy I can see from that one sentence. Ah, yes, yes, I'll fight back.
I'm so scared. This princess better be worth it.
Attacked. No? Oh, cockers! S'il vous plaît. Number 4 will shock you. Oh, truly is one of those things. Excuse me. Ah, Castle's Keep. I'm sorry, lass. I do apologize for whatever this fellow's going to do. You're still streaming, I see. Yes, we'll be going for a bit longer. We'll see, perhaps, maybe, if we can. We might not get to the end of this area, but we might get to the end of this area. It depends. We'll see. But yes, I am still streaming. It is quite late for me now. It's sitting at about 10:30. I think. Close to it.
Oh, misery! Thy name is Rivote. I got me with some foul irony. I can scarce go on, but fuck! I hear the princess cry! Press on without me! Find the princess!
I've heard enough screams to know the real deal. I'll find that princess, don't you worry.
This lady seems just to sell fruits and vegetables. Hey, lass. Clearly you're not the princess he speaks of. Number 1, none. Oh dear. Have reasons to love lean. Number 1, none. Oh dear.
You were short work.
Oh, I see. I thought I was just had tinnitus or something, but that's a noise in the background supposed to be the princess's cries. Yes, it's the pot or whatever it is. The bloody kettle's on. Somebody left the kettle on. Let's go get the kettle, everyone. Anyone want some tea? Be quite early for a lot of you, so maybe you need some tea. Oh, it's not even a tea.
Thought there was a real princess for a moment there. Well, we can't go back empty-handed. Come on, princess, you're coming with me.
Well, let's just assume that was a strange action of the pipe itself, and not that somebody had been, you know, magic school bust into that pipe and was boiled alive by the steam. We'll move on from that. My top 10 ideas is top 10 reasons why to ignore the deathly screams coming from beneath your walls. I know I said beneath your walls, within your walls. Top 10 reasons to ignore the screams within your walls. And the knocking beneath your feet.
My heart swears to know my love is near. Have you brought me my sweet, sweet daffodil?
Yes, I have. Here.
Of course I have. One princess, as promised.
There you go, mate.
Why, Squire, you must be quite blind to think this woman made a princess. Meaning no offense, madame. The princess has the tall and straight back bearing ability. The slim silhouette of noble refinement. Has long blonde hair, straight as a quiver of golden arrows. Quickly, quickly, go get the real princess.
A pineapple?
Thanks for that.
I'm glad he's complimenting me in a way in his little comments.
Electrocute. Winter's blade. Spell slots are ready. So much to conquer.
Yeah, a broom would work. And the guy outside your window. Yes, indeed. The screams within the walls, the knocking beneath your feet, and the man outside your window.
Have you a princess at last?
Yes.
Aye, here she is. I think.
Now that we are reunited, our quest nears its end.
You know what? I'm just gonna let it happen.
It seems the Cyclops is up, and it's none to please with us. He summons his horticultural horde. Come, Squire, to arms!
He is well spoken, at least. Not much of his brain seems to be left, but at least the part that read all the books is.
Ah, my darling princess. In a scant few hours we departed. I have written you 1,000 poems. I beg you, allow me to spill forth a lyric. I express my overflowing intention before it drowns me. This one I wrote when I tripped on a rock and told you. When first I beheld you, vision so sweet.
Oh, nice. They even put the stanza marks in. Very good. It's good subtitling.
Right off my feet. Might even say.
A word you swept.
Like it? You hate it, don't you? Your silence speaks clearer than my poetry could ever express. Very upset.
Alright, mate, come on.
A very short dream, mind you, but such a dream it was. Whether a tavern or tomb, my love, she lights up any room.
Guys, I mean, it looks like you hide. Don't listen to what he has to say. Alright. I'll try. My best. It's also quite creepy because I have a window right next to... That's quite a creepy statement. If I was a younger man, that would have gotten to me, probably. As we mentioned last time we streamed, that gets to me quite easily. Because there was actually a window right to my left. Right? Right over here. Right to my left. Or, I suppose, your right. Less than a meter. It's right in the corner of my desk in this office.
I single-handedly kept the Cyclops at bay. It's true, but I would have fended off 100 Cyclops.
Cyclops?
Cyclops? Cyclists?
Cyclists? Oh dear.
Does this guy ever shut up?
I've seen this happen before. He's in a love trance. We're gonna have to get physical to snap him out of it.
We're gonna beat a whole man to death, are we?
No way, girl. I only narrate up to 5th base. After that, you on your own.
Whoa, up to 5th base, mate.
Hit him. Get your mind out of the... Wait, what's...
Yes, my question exactly is.
5th base is tea and crumpets, but without a chaperone. Just talking about it feels scandalous.
Wait, I thought Fifth Base was exchanging file directories with totally lossless compression.
Where are you guys getting all these bases?
There's only 4 if I was a good home run included. Shut up.
Thank you. I was miles away. Now, we make good our escape.
Thanks for the shield. I'm not going to use it. Pointless.
Adventure awaits. Adventure and a princess. And night never keeps a princess waiting, huh?
This is going to start again, isn't it? Are we going to escape? Come on, Ron Rivote. My grandfather moves faster than you, mate.
Squire.
My boredom almost made me step off inevitably to my death.
Ours is just beginning.
Mm-hmm.
We must away to that grand adventure called love. Remember all I've taught you, and you shall go far. This
I'm
world
sure.
is full of adventures. You need only keep your eyes and your heart ever open to its wonder. Now, bid me adieu, fair squire. For I must away with a swiftness.
Is that so?
Night never keeps a princess waiting, after all.
You have fun. Bid farewell.
Oh, go on then, get out of here. Best of luck to you both.
Farewell. Farewell. Is that it? And... yep, that is about what I was expecting would happen. This is a Borderlands game after all. Hey, he actually jumped off where I almost stepped off just then. Truly. It's almost like it was something about it. Critical hits have a chance to instantly reset all spell cooldown. That's very good. 15% chance. That's actually quite good. Very good indeed. Now, let's head into this murder church. See how far we can push tonight, and maybe we'll go a bit later than my bedtime. We've already passed what I'd think would be my bedtime, but let's just keep going. I'm not feeling that tired. I had some friends, old friends this afternoon, and I had a lot of tea in the afternoon with them while chatting. And I haven't had tea in a while, so it's probably caffeinated me to all bloody hell, mate. I'm wired on the leaves. I just realized by jumping and shooting this spell, I like carpet bomb people. Oh, mate. What the hell is a wealthy skeleton doing? How do I kill those fellas? How in God's good name do I get those wealthy fellows to give me all that they have? This mugger is perplexed at how I'm supposed to sever their connection to their treasures. I cut off both of his arms and he still was running around with them. The hell was that?
What shall I meet death out with next?
I do not.
C for effort. C minus.
Oh dear. Alright, calm down. No need to get so excited, old skull face. Mugger is surprised at his own power. In some cases, I'm surprised at my lack of power, too.
This tiny town has already got one. It's times like these that I'm glad I've got my best friend Jimbo around to keep me going. Jimbo says they need a blacksmith over by the castle in Brightwood. Do they know if I'm good enough to work in the capital? Damn it, Jimbo believes in me.
You know, honestly, I'm not too sure if that was a good idea, but you know what? Each to her own. Glad you have so much faith in your friend. I'd have to really trust that friend if I'm about to pick up and move to a different town for them. Not what I meant to do. Well, take the chest and be on my way. Seems to be better. Oh well, let's take it. And it has 2 shots. Top 10 Muggers hits. Elden Ring compilation. Maybe I should. The most satisfying hits I've ever done. Go through the 120 hours of Elden Ring content just to find the best 10 hits. Yes. Another bloody rich skeleton!
Well, settled, isn't it? I see it.
Wouldn't recommend it either.
Proper cowards to kill. Ready to cast.
I might actually kill this one. Hey! Pointless, but he's dead. I succeeded. Mate, back off. That Andy Bandy handles the compilation, yes. Like any good leader, delegate. Now let's check this equipment that was dropped. Wait, when did I unlock the ability to put necklaces on? When did that happen?
Good thing I finally learned how to read.
Ha! Right here. Didn't expect... Don't know when that happened, everyone. Anyone else remember seeing that happen? Oh. Liking the background music. It's nice. Feels like it's about to start going into a... so it's about to start going into a classical song that I know, and I can't quite put my finger on it. When you realize you have a neck. Truly amazing. When did that happen? Never know. I'll never know, mate. This neck thing you're talking about sounds like a whole heap of rhubarb to me, mate. Bloody connective little wobbly thing between one's cranium and one's chest cavity. Wouldn't be me, that's for certain. You wouldn't catch me dead having a neck. Where the hell am I supposed to put this? Oh.
You're not welcome here, wicked weed. Hell no, not even a little bit.
I thought he said wicked weave, and I was like, oh dear. Somebody has a strong opinion on hairdressing, that's for sure. Oh. Ow. Good thing about skeletons is they're weak to ice, which means they're weak to my weird shotgun ability.
Looks like magic's back on the menu. Cool your head.
Cool your head indeed. Hey!
I'll make a nice payday out of you.
Oh, there's another one of these bastards. Come here, wealthy bastard. Huh? What? That's just unfair! I didn't know you could phase through walls, you bastard! That's rude. You all see that? Next to a lie made by the US government. Yes, along with the bloody... What was that? I know! Bloody rhubarb! That's what it was. Bloody rhubarb.
Looks like I pissed off some bad dudes. You take care of them while I scope out the next scene blue.
Thanks for that. Electrocute.
This critical hit thing, restoring my spells, is wildly powerful.
Quite the collection.
But yes, still, bloody wealth skeleton. Wealthy in the ways of bullcrap, that's for sure. Certainly not wealthy in honesty... Not wealthy in honesty and goodness, that's for sure. Bloody teleporting through walls. Cheeky sod. What's this anyway? A pistol. It's a lot better than mine. Damage, but... Oh, that looks interesting. I'll miss the game, but not wealthy on personality either, no. Let's give it a go. Eh? Oh, it's one of those sort of bandit style ones. It's got one big clip. This could be quite good. Ooh. You know what? Let's give it a go. We're going to be trying a lot of different weapons now. These are also expensive. On we go to the castle roof.
Ooh, I hope none of the townsfolk get altitude sickness. I did not think of that.
Well, yes, gotta roll for all the townsfolk's constitution now, mate. Yeah, that's what I thought. What? This is not the way they meant me to do it. Oh, I was so close. Oh, well, we have to run all the way up again. La da 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 da. Given all these townsfolk were fine hiding behind the walls of the church, shouldn't I could have ended worse for them? Jumped out through the wrong window, it seems, and I don't know why I'm phasing through these pieces of wood. It's quite unusual. Strangely weird. Strange and weird where they put their invisible walls. Ooh, nice pipe organ. Can we play it? Damn it.
How's that for active reload?
I was hoping it would be like start playing like a vampire's theme. Come on, let me in bloody well in. Hey, success. Oh, there was an easier way of doing this. I ignored it. I did the right way. Don't tell me anything. I did it exactly the way you're supposed to. I realize now you were supposed to climb up that bloody little ladder there. But that's for the weak. And the foolish. And I'm neither weak nor foolish. But I am tired. What time is it? 47. You know what? We'll keep going until 4 hours. Let's go with that. 30 more minutes. It's a bit late. I rarely do them this late, but I really want to play this game a lot more. And I won't have an opportunity until the end of this weekend, and I'm quite busy all this weekend. And I definitely won't be able to play for very long next Sunday. Sunday streams may need to be brought forward. Because I volunteered to do a Anzac Day ceremony. Unfortunately, I forgot it was a dawn service. So I'm going to be up and at it Monday morning for the Anzac service. It's probably 3 a.m. tired, but also addicted, indeed. So the stream on Sunday is likely going to have to be pulled back. I don't know, I'll decide when I get there, but if it's not pulled back, it'll be quite short, because I will need to go to bed. Or at least attempt to go to bed. I always find it harder to sleep when I need to go to bed. Oh, a Cyclops. Nice to love that design. Ice to see you, Cyclops. Ice to see you. Ah, he's the sort of Goliath character of this game. The one that slowly gets stronger as you let them kill things. You know, the magic and the guns are so fun in this, I honestly forget. It's funny, because he has one eye. Yes, it is. My puns are multi-layered. I used ice magic. I was making the joke that, old Schwarzenegger made in that Batman movie with you know, and he made it, so it's nice to meet you, and ice to meet you. Truly a 3-layered pun. I outdid myself with that one. It's George Clooney, that's what I was looking for. He was the one who did that Batman series with the nipples, right? Oh, did he just... God damn it! He ran away from me! Yes, the Batman movies with George Clooney and Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze. I think that was one of the puns he made. Nice to meet you. Alright. Can't believe that fellow killed me just before I died. Before he died himself. Another one.
One more in the ground.
There's one strong pistol. You know, I'm not actually too sure what the movie with George Clooney was called. I never actually bothered to learn its name. I just laughed at the George Clooney in the promotional art, and that was it. Was it George Clooney? Am I thinking of the right person? I get actors' names confused all the time. Oh my god, oh! Over there it seemed. Yes, it was. Thank you. Thank God. Thought I was going mad. They really had a bit of a star-studded cast then, didn't they? Dear oh dear. Point blank, this bloody thing is strong. I'm gonna have to collect all these lucky die, well, off-stream as well. It wasn't that bad, to be honest. No, it wasn't. Bit hammy. felt a bit B-movie to me, but that's just my personal opinions. I'm not much of a hero movie sort of fellow anyway. I watch the Marvel stuff because it's good fun, but I'm not going to sit here and say it's the greatest cinematic masterpiece in all of cinema, but again, personal opinion. I know some really love that sort of stuff. It was a real nice castle before we Jack and the Beanstalked it.
Fresh crop of cowards to kill.
He played a doctor in an American drama series called ER. Oh, did he? That fellow just tried to blow me off the edge. Clever boy. Clever girl.
There's a tin in the air. Lightning.
Clever girl. Interesting. This opulent dragon. Perhaps they all have certain weak points. These opulent dragons and rich skeletons and all that sort of thing. Ah.
Wherefore art thou, ammunition?
Might actually be able to get this.
Got no juice. Spells are up.
Take this, you bastard. Wow, you're tough. The dragon is made of harder stuff, that's for sure. Down it goes. The dragon pinata has been found. Didn't really give me all that much, except for money. Kind of disappointing, really. All that. And for bloody what? Feels more like a dragon, a bullet sponge than a dragon. Well, I think they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be something you focus on when you want loot. You just think the payoff would be better. The hell happened to him? Where are we? Oh, there's a chest there. I should probably get that.
Might have lived if you'd run. Fully stocked.
Haha! Cheeky bastard. Thought he could get me, he did. With a trap so simple. He really has not realized I've played the Souls game, mate. I can spot a trap like that from a mile away. And inevitably still walk into it. Because just because I can see it, doesn't mean I'm going to recognize it as a danger. Evening, mate. Shotguns are best for this sort of
Spell slots are ready.
spell slot increasing shenanigans. Because shotguns can do multiple critical hits at once. Makes it very easy to recover. My spells with that ability I've unlocked. Very good. Pow. Yes, yes. Hero indeed. Let me open this chest. Just because I can see it doesn't mean I'm not going to fall for it. It's just the thrill of the danger. Indeed. Just the thrill of the danger. So what have we got? The time one. What is it actually giving me? Oh, spells. That's actually quite good. That's actually very good. I'll keep that one for now. Oh, mate. You've certainly eaten your broccoli since I last saw you.
See, that's what I like about you. Your attention to detail. My fairy whiskers were telling me this next fiend bloom is gonna take a more.
What's with the trumpet?
Gonna need you to watch my back on this one.
You mean the gun? Certainly looks like it, doesn't it?
And I ain't having that. This big, beautiful beanstalk must be protected.
But the town.
I'm not trapped at you. You're trapped with me.
I guess.
Starts blasting. It's true. They are trapped with me. Oop. What in God's good name is that? Oh, Secret Worlds! Yeah, you didn't think? That soundtrack. I've heard it before. Couldn't say. They think they can get around me? A Dark Souls, Elden, Sekiro ring specialist? I can see a secret wall from a mile away. Again, just because I see it doesn't mean I'm actually going to do anything about it. But, you know. I saw it until such time they say that I didn't see it, and then I say I did see it, I just didn't get it yet.
Just another normal day in a wonderful. That's it. I am not okay. I have a terrible fear of heights, and now I'm stuck forever, 10,000 cubits up in the air. Breathe, son. Think of the ocean. Happy place.
Oh dear. Oh dear. I feel bad about that one, actually. We've taken his happy place away from him because we blew up the ocean. Also, this is a lot of skeletons.
I've got all the magic I need.
You shotgun me.
Well, that's going for you. You won't be needing that. Rather, Kevin.
Oh dear, oh dear. Who would have thought blowing up the oceans would have such personal consequences?
There's a tin in here. Still time to run the other way.
What I think would be good with this sort of class I've built here would be a sort of spells that don't charge like this lightning one does.
Yes.
Because then I can just keep pressing them really fast.
Yo, hero.
To hell, he says. Oh. I'll talk to you.
You just got exfoliated. Good
Exfoliaged. Listen. I'm sure you are glistening, my friend.
To reach that monster now. Meet me back in town. Come on, let's go.
Golden Dragons, what's left? A dark orb, the dumb name? I'm Shadow Lord and I've come to destroy the world. Actually, mate, the fellow's stolen my name from my time as a mugger in Elden Ring. The evil guy in this is the Dragon Lord, J-Hank. The Dragon Lord. He's stolen my name. I was Eric Winter, thieving Dragon Lord of the Great Lair, but Great Elden Ring, but Stole my bloody title, he did. Dragon Lord. What the cheek on him, eh? The bloody nerve. Ooh, what's this? Well, that was a frightening portal. Is to your name no dignity. Shaking by. Yes, I know, right? Absolute bloody travesty. And good to sell, I suppose. Torg pistol. That's a bolt pistol. TNT. Ah, I see. Yeah, I'll grab it. Why not? Gloomy bolt walk. That could be good.
Lucky you.
1. Alright. Why does that seem like it's a message or a reference to something that I'm not getting?
How's that for active reload?
You just reloaded normally. Actually getting a fair few of the ones around this area. Time yet. Yeah, 10 more minutes. We'll go a bit longer, go through one more fight. I'm sure we'll be off. We could stop here, but, you know, something feels like a boss fight's about to come up, so we'll do the boss fight. Let's go.
Ooh, that's a long way down from what I achieved.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you got buns of steel. Now get to sleep.
I have no idea what that did, but I shot it. I'm sure it did something. You know the pick up item, but you sold your current weapon to the one on the ground. Yes, I do, but I didn't necessarily feel like actually using it. I was kind of like, I'm considering it, sort of thing. I do not like the look of this thing. Looks like a rotten. Got it. That could have ended badly. No. Righty then. Wasn't expecting to actually get back here. Well, I'm not gonna complain. It means it's probably easy to farm the boss, if I ever get around to doing it. You know, I've never done farming in Borderlands, but I'm kind of curious. You see, when I played Borderlands, YouTube started suggesting me this fellow who played a lot of Borderlands, you know, Zap or something like that, or Jolt or something like that. I was curious. Sort of wanted to. It's actually what inspired me to play Borderlands 3 DLC. Was watching that fellow. I was like, you know what? I'll do it. Yeah, alright. Let's go.
Nasty, nasty, big little mushroom monster awaits.
It's just called the Parasite. Yeah, mate. This parasite's really not doing well. Oh look, it's got a little skull inside of it. A spell! Reaver of Judgment. I am never going to physically recover from this. 2 spell charges. Ooh, wow. Look at that one. Fancy. I haven't checked anything else. Let's probably check some of the other things. hard hammer of the farm.
What will fill my enemy's hearts with the most dread?
And it seems like we've got to a good place to stop too. We'll finish up this, jump out, and return to town. Got a spell too. The cooldown time is a bit slow though, but hopefully that'll be easy to overcome. Oh, look at these fellows. Adorable. The bunch of loot. I get it. Bunch of loots. Yeah, it's very funny. Very good.
That old fool! I know he's hiding the good incantations from us. We've been his apprentices for years. Don't we deserve the top shot?
Yo!
Nope. How did I miss that?
You saved the day, hero.
Indeed I did, thank you.
Damn right I did.
The beanstalk is safe. Thanks to you.
And the townsfolk too.
Right, them too. That's also good. Anyway, thanks for your help.
No problem.
Remember, only you can prevent forest fires.
Ha! Only you can prevent forest fires. Very good.
And the fairy punch father was free to, you know, go commune with other nature in different places and, let's be honest, probably punch stuff, because it's, kinda his jam. Quest complete!
Bang! And a level up! So we'll finish up with that. Very good. Now, we could actually start putting some into this. We could. That would be good. Could put a bit more into this. I think bonus damage is always nice. Critical hit chance for spells. Reload speed would be good too. These companion mode for now. Maximum health. Dark magic efficiency. I'll decide later. But there we are. Success. I think it's a good place to stop. And push on further was good. So let's jump out into the main menu. Let me swap to the other screen. I've made sure to. I should probably look more happy about this. Success, indeed. Success. Great success. As they turned down Tina's blaccent for a lot for this game. Oh, well, I hadn't noticed it, but yes, I imagine they have, if you're saying it. I'll have to organize my inventory. I assume that means black accent. Is what I'm assuming that conjunction word is, piece of slang is, I assume. But how'd you enjoy it? Everyone enjoy themselves? I haven't really looked at how many people have been through. Oh, good God, this game is so popular. It's as popular as Yakuza 0. I don't think I'd find a game as popular as as Yakuza so quickly. People bloody love watching this. Or at least watching it for a short time. Watching it with an average watch length of 10 minutes. But, 10 minutes is 10 minutes. That's not too bad. And thank you all for watching. And thank you for saying it's a great stream as always. You're great audience as always. We'll be back on Sunday, perhaps a bit earlier than the 7 PM I'd originally thought. I didn't realize that they had a dawn service in this thing I'd volunteered for. I thought it was just 2 marches later in the day, but c'est la vie. I said I'd do it, so I'm doing it. Good exercise, anyway. Marching about the place. Jen, be careful not to fall in the top 10 pits. I will not. Don't you worry. I will not. So we'll be back on Sunday. I've got a big birthday party this weekend. Not of mine, but a big birthday party. So I was going to do a Saturday stream, actually. Have a lot of days. I only have 2 days off this week at the time. But I realized I had other things to do. And I'm busy tomorrow as well, unfortunately. Picking up my niece and my nephew-in-law and their 2 children. My great-niece and my great-nephew. And getting them all situated. So, oh yes, maybe on the Sunday stream we might get a scream bomb. by my great niece. She's a very excitable little one. So she comes running screaming into her room on that Sunday night scream. There's nothing I can do about that. And they actually might be staying for a bit at my house, so it might happen all of next week. It depends. They haven't quite decided. They haven't booked their flights back, so they haven't decided yet. She's a bit like this, so don't worry about it. Other than that, as always, good night. Sleep tight. And remember, don't let the fungus bite. And also, you can stop fungus from biting by studying proper hygiene. Then you won't grow any. Ha! Nighty-night. With that, goodbye. Toodaloo.